Alright, welcome back to the Odyssey Campaign. Previously, the team was once again tasked with heading north, this time in order to reclaim the King Grimsbold's firstborn son, Durgeon Grimsbold, finding his body at Giant's Rest. They head out with a lot on their mind, thoughts of haunts, past deeds done, and dragon's warnings all echoing in their heads. What will they find other than bones and snow? Join us now as we rejoin the party, flying on a toboggan.
That's right, we're on the toboggan.
Alright guys, so last we were here, we had some sword mojo going on.
The very last thing that happened was Zool,
yes.
Yeah,
now,
so
this was while we were still on the toboggan, or the toboggan had come to
hey, who's playing today?
Yeah, who's
playing today?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I got so excited, guys.
Yeah, we need to know who's playing.
I don't know.
Our listeners won't know.
So,
Who are you?
I am being your DM today, Morgan. I usually play Morgrim, to my left.
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm playing Havoc.
I'm Chris. I'm playing Zul Goro.
My name is Liam, and I'm playing Victus Golf.
I'm Joe, playing the one and only Atlas Blue.
I'm Colby, playing Darcy at the campus.
I am Jeremy, the one listener at the table, playing Torian, who we meet later.
I'm Zach, playing Griff as usual.
And Duffy playing Volley.
Full house.
Yeah, big table. Alright, so, catch me up. We had the message relayed to you while on the toboggan before we left on the
I think we had
toboggan?
stopped and camped.
Yeah, stopped in
And
camp.
you went, like-
It was very quiet, so I was able to pray in order to get my spells back for the next day. And during that time, I made sure I listened very closely because I said in my prayer that I'm in a quiet place, and I could hear whispers saying, Zul, come back, something's wrong.
Do you relay this to your group? Do you continue
Yeah.
to meditate? Do you reach out?
Well, I continue to meditate in order to see if I can hear anything else. Nothing else comes in, so when I get my spells...
Is that for you to decide if nothing else comes in?
Bad reception?
I mean that, I continue to meditate.
Okay. As you continue to meditate, you still hear what sounds like echoes of more than one voice saying, come back, we need you, help.
Okay, I keep
Each of these in a different tone of voice.
I keep paying attention. I try not to... I know we could, that they're quiet because someone could be listening in.
Would he roll perception to identify the voices?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, give me a roll.
He can roll whatever he likes as long as you...
Decide if he gets to it.
It's below 10.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, it's 10,
Nope.
so...
Eh.
19.
You don't recognize any of these voices. You
Okay.
can distinguish that they're different genders, though.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
I keep listening at, because I believe it takes me an hour to get my spells back for that whole hour.
Okay.
Keep listening, and then...
The rest of the hour is silent. No other words come through.
When I come out of my, trance, I tell everybody, hey guys, you know how before...
Do you just announce this in the middle of the night? Because you wake Morgrim up and she cock-a-doodle-doos.
Oh, boy.
It's alright, I'm in my own space, so I don't care.
Actually, almost everybody should be awake.
I do not have a ring of sustenance. If you wake me, I will cock-a-doodle-doo.
Are you doing this at the final hour?
Yeah, probably the final hour of the night, because it is more of a morning thing.
Because this is is this the thing you do to regain your spells?
Yes.
Okay, so presumably this is what you do in the morning.
Early morning, like right after midnight.
Yeah, this is the hour where everybody has their period of what's about.
Because we all have, almost all of us have,
Have some sort of ritual to do.
we don't sleep.
I'll do that voodoo that you do.
So you know what, how about I not saying, well, actually no, I say it, I say to everybody, it's like, hey, we have a problem. I just got word from the Elven, from when I was praying that, I need to get back to Theramel. I can only hear whispers, but from what it sounds like, it's something bad. I have no idea what's going on. Not a clue. I just know that we're not supposed to be aligned with the moving cities. And whatever was trying to reach me couldn't say it loud enough.
I'm still not completely unconvinced that you're not a spy. I didn't phrase that well.
Does this feel like an Obi-Wan Kenobi moment, or does this feel like a trap?
Zul looks at Victus and goes,
Is Obi-Wan Kenobi a thing in this world?
Once a great grandmaster.
Who was told by a princess that if she needs help, did it feel like a trap?
No, it didn't. It felt like as though whoever was talking to me couldn't say anything loud enough. If it was a trap, I think it would be a lot clearer and a lot more... I don't know, it just didn't feel like a trap.
Okay. It's undoubtedly a trap.
It could be. I will not lie. Havoc. I don't know. All I know is that I know that our religion prevents us from hurting other elves.
I'm not particularly concerned with your
Punch
religion.
me in the face.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
Punch me in the face. I want you to punch me in the face.
I can't punch you in the face.
You check out.
Weren't you shooting arrows at that archmage that we fought earlier?
He was an elf.
He was an elf.
That was different, though.
Oh.
We're allowed
was an
to
elf.
defend ourselves from direct attack.
Punch him, and then he'll have to punch you.
Yeah.
No, if you're...
They were the same guy the whole time.
If you're trying to get into the finesses of my religion, if you punch me, I can block. But I can't punch
Can you block?
I can block. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I can actually block.
Punch him even harder.
You sure it
I
can't
don't know if I
block.
can't punch very hard.
Are we like in the middle of a cold one?
Yes.
I'm in my rope trick
We're
right
near a
now.
fire. And I'm pretty sure...
Presumably we're all sleeping inside of a probably Atlas's road trip.
Doesn't Atlas have a new thing now where he's got an actual mansion?
I've got a demi-plane.
He's got a bit of both.
That's what Val's going to do. He's going to try to figure out how he can become neighbors with Atlas in his demi-plane. So I'm going to open up my little window so I can see it.
Little tentacles flying about in between.
How are the chickens doing, Atlas?
Just one chicken.
Just the one?
Doing okay.
Alright.
So
Make sure to feed him.
what I'm saying is we should, I know we got things to do up here, but we should really start heading to the Fairmail sometime. I don't know what's exactly going on there, but I think it could really affect against the war we're trying to wage against the moving cities.
Then we technically be walking into the area.
Or we could be walking into friendly territory.
Or we could be walking into a trap.
I put my hand on his back
Are we sure he's not trying to lead us into a trap?
and I say, Zul, you've helped me before. I'll help you. After my kid is born, and we get him all set.
Are you assuming his gender?
I have twins, so
Oh. Do you
So
know
I
that?
don't know. They could be both boys and girls. I don't know enough about that kind of thing.
Make a roll.
What would that be?
That one, come
What kind
on.
of knowledge is that? Genetics?
Knowledge, children.
No, wait, hold on.
Local. I'm gonna do for local legends.
He's real.
Oh,
I think he
that's
knows.
your only one for tonight.
27.
Alright.
At 20.
Wow.
I know that if she was born on the third moon of the fifth night, they're both gonna be boys.
It would probably just be like folklore, like
Yeah, that's what I'm.
she's on top, they're boys. If she's on the bottom, they're girls, or something.
So they're boys.
He sacrificed a sheep while doing it. He gets one of each. You
Okay,
know,
so
things like that.
It's a boy and a girl.
And
Wait,
a
I
lesser
swear the
human.
sheep was just there to watch.
Wait. If the sheep is sacrificed, does that mean it's dead, or does that mean it was involved?
That's the question we all
You would know
got
that on
to
a
know.
27. You would
Sled's
know that.
packed up.
I gotta go.
Looking for that check?
Let's go.
Thank you, Victus.
Atlas climbs in the sled.
Alright, Morgan will climb on the sled.
Let me rephrase that. I don't climb in.
You hover
Slow
just
down.
above it.
Wait,
I settle in from the air.
Atlas,
Yes.
why are we taking this sled? Why don't we just teleport?
We don't know.
We have the ability to teleport.
Well, we do. But isn't this scenery nice?
Couldn't-
Look at that skeleton in the frozen ice.
Can you teleport?
So
That skeleton looks a lot like
know
a
the
dwarf.
code.
No, to
We don't know the exact location's the problem.
part of it is we don't actually know where we're headed. We're headed as far north as we can, and then we have to search for a specific spot.
Yeah, and I don't know anyone that actually knows the Giant's Rest that we were told to go to.
Do you know Havoc about where? You just knew about the legend.
I've never been there, but I have a compass this time.
Well, at least we know we're going north, right?
Yeah.
In this episode, we might find out how far north is actually north.
The compass points.
Oh, we're going south. Now we're going north. Now we're going south. Uh-oh.
That's how we'll get the Theramir. We'll just walk around the world.
Yeah, we just keep going straight.
The compass is pointing along the crag that you are currently standing in with your toboggan/sled.
Alright, well, let's continue to high-speed our way through this crag and hopefully not wake up what's ever here.
You're the helmsman.
Everybody on board?
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Literally. Oh,
Now,
sorry.
because you're on flat ground, can he still use the sword to...
Yeah, it alters
Yeah.
direction of gravity.
Okay, that's
You
all I
can
needed
point
to know.
in any direction.
Oh my.
Ugh.
Someone point.
I got really bad constipation. Give me that.
Give me that sword.
Oh my goodness.
How fast can you make your shit
Alright.
fly?
We will continue
I was going
the slide north.
Now, you had to make a roll for that last time.
Did I?
Yes.
I thought it was a roll to control.
Was it a roll to
The control roll.
Okay. I don't have it printed out, but I shared it with you guys. So the only thing he'd have to roll is nothing. He doesn't have to roll.
Okay.
Not the only person who has to roll is you.
Excellent.
When you use yours to not just slip and fall because you're friction.
Not me, the DM, me, the character.
Yes, Morgan.
Okay. So I guess without any issues, you're able to all clamber back into the toboggan if you wish, and Havoc can use his sword.
Yes, we continue north.
Sword. Alright, so as you're going along the crag, you do see frozen bodies, skeletons, glistening ice structures on either side of you, zooming fast. They're a little blurred, but you guys can pick them out as you're going along, and you notice that the bodies seem to be increasing in number as you continue north.
A lot of people get frozen in these walls.
Turn to the north.
Death rules the north.
Sorry, I got hiccups.
All this air you're sucking in.
Yeah, and we're on a toboggan, which is like a notoriously bumpy road. Death rules the north!
Have we tried putting shocks into this thing?
So do you guys choose to travel on this all day? Do you stop to take any breaks? What's your...
Sooner or later, the sled runs out, and we have to switch to having Morgan's horse pull the sled.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
slow down significantly at that
Can your
point,
horse
but-
pull it?
Question, if I tie it to my horse and my horse can fly, does that mean the sled flies?
The sled would hang
Gravity
underneath it.
would make it go.
Yeah, we would be like...
Yeah, this isn't Santa Claus here.
Damn it! Come on, I was having my fun.
You can, if you'd like, hook up both horses. I'm assuming that would move faster.
Let's see.
What's the fastest that your horse can move?
They would share the load, right? I think 50 off the top of my head.
At a full sprint, 50 times 4. Actually,
I don't know how long you can
It says-
maintain a sprint.
do horses have... Well, it's a magical horse.
It says 50, just straight
So are we
speed.
like stopped?
Flat speed.
Does the magical horse get tired?
Yeah, we can...
Is that what
Mine does it, and mine goes at 100 feet.
Does...
And so double moves up 200 feet, and if it's running, then 400.
Yeah.
I don't believe mine gets tired because
Okay,
it is
so we can do
summoned.
full speed. And then, does it have the feet run?
Horses start off with the feet run.
So they can move at 5 times their speed.
Yes,
So
it does
mine
have
can
that
move
feat.
at 500.
Yeah.
So we're stopped and we're hooking up the horses right now?
Yes.
Probably want to just hook up mine. Morgan's might fall behind and die.
So she can move 2 feet. Die. We're not getting attacked by, like...
No, but we might run it over if mine's pulling at 500.
She can just dismiss it if it, like, comes to her.
I would imagine that it's a matter of, if one horse is pulling, it has a heavy load, which means it's slowed.
Yeah.
And if it's 2 horses, they're pulling a light load, which means they're not slowed.
Yeah.
But mine would have to still slow down.
Yours would have to be at 250.
So either way, we'd be going 250. Either a light load on 2 horses with max at 250,
or just mine at half,
or just yours at half.
Let's do 2 because we can accelerate quicker.
Mine does have the feat that it can go on slopes and snowy terrain without any negative.
Yeah,
mine just walks. Mine can literally walk on water.
Either way, we're moving at 250 feet around, which is pretty quick.
Technically, is this considered riding my horse if it's pulling us? Because my horse will not accept that otherwise.
You can sit on your
ride
horse.
on it.
Yeah,
Well,
you can just sit
No, but that's what I mean. But I wanted to make sure that you guys aren't considered riding my horse because that's the one thing the horse won't allow is anybody else to ride it.
No, I think when it says riding, it's right.
Then yeah.
Okay. So while you guys are,
So we're buckling up. Griff, did you have...
Yeah, is there like houses around? Is that what you're saying?
No, so we're in a icy chasm.
Oh, okay.
And imagine it's like kind of see-through ice and there's like skeletons and things. Is there like a sloth?
roll perception
And
check.
like maybe a mammoth?
That's what I want to
Perhaps a saber-toothed tiger.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Jesus Christ, nothing.
You roll the 1, you notice the flying saucer.
I'm a binary. I rolled a natural 20.
Jesus.
Okay. That's with the campus.
40.
Oh wow. Jeez. All right.
God Devil sight.
You're able to not only see in great detail the poor creatures that are frozen, captured in this immaculate ice. But
It's magic. Hang on, we gotta get some of this ice.
but also you can see
It'll
way
serve
up
great with
ahead.
scotch.
It's ice that never thaws. Keeps your drinks cold forever.
Or it doesn't exude any heat. Cold.
Why don't we just stick with mine?
So Dr. Campus, you can see all these creatures around you, but you can also see way up ahead in the crag, way up in the distance, a little glowing light.
Do you see?
And you know that you will have to pass this light.
Does it look like a happy light?
Looks
or does
like
it look like a deadly light?
It looks like a fire
Does it look
light.
like a happy little tree?
Does it look like the light of a fireball heading towards us?
It is stationary.
Oh, good.
It is not changing in size.
What do you see with your special eyes?
Someone has a fire.
Do you
up
see
ahead.
dead people?
Oh, I do see dead animals.
Okay.
Do I see a dead person? Is there a dead person around in the walls?
So there are what?
Probably a few.
Yeah. Would you be able to tell based on their skeleton structure?
Are they dwarf-sized or are they hobgoblin-sized?
They're hobgoblin sized, but I don't know.
There you
if
go.
they're-
That's fair enough.
They're hobgoblin sized.
They might be your ancestors.
Undoubtedly.
Do you know any of these people?
Probably your cousin out there.
That's
Hobgoblins
Gamer Bone.
know each other.
Well, I don't know.
Also, like, they look
Brother.
like somebody took a body and vacuum packed it. It's really hard to recognize.
I don't know if you can point
As
out
we're
like-
still getting closer to those light. And
that's what happens to
How
Uncle
would they
Vinny.
have gotten here?
That's a good point. What? How did they get frozen under the ice?
Excellent question.
Presumably
What
they died
happened at the North Pole?
I-
Anyone want to roll memory? This is roll
And you
memory.
won't let me ride my...
Ask Morgan's
Is this
journals.
knowledge history?
I mean,
This
Who
is
knows
thinking,
history?
this is thinking back 2 hours ago when you were told.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Memory.
I just told all of you, but I'll tell you again.
Thanks.
So, my grandfather started the majority of the wars in the north, and the first one wiped out all of the cloud giants and most of the ice giants. And there was a grand last stand at Giant's Rest, which is the North Pole, apparently. Not the entire army didn't make it there.
Makes sense.
So I assume these are fallen soldiers amongst flora and fauna, I guess.
It's weird that they died next to that saber-toothed cat.
I mean, we run into saber-toothed cats all the time. We killed a mammoth in a previous episode.
and a large sloth, and what appears to be like a tapir.
What? Ice Age.
Have we made it to the fire yet at this rate?
Have you finished hooking up your horses and moved forward?
Yeah, we did that a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
We were looking at stuff as we passed.
Okay, wonderful. The light is getting larger, and you can start to, each of you, distinguish that it is moving closer at the speed that you are approaching it. It's not magically coming closer to you.
So
Does anyone want to roll to see if they can see more than just the fireplace?
I
Well,
assume
fire.
Dr. Hippocampus saw it all.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to see everything.
24.
36.
36?
36.
14.
I'm gonna also
14?
stealth.
6.
You're going to stealth?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my cloak over myself so I look like a bearskin.
Are you going to
So you're just pretending to be like a skin on the toboggan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
I'll take that. So Volley and I think Victus had our highest scores. You guys are able to see that this is a built-up fire that seems to be made out of actually like mammoth dung that's been dried. There's not a lot of wood out here that you could use to make fire, and there seems to be a lone figure cooking on a spit at the fireplace.
Is he being cooked on the spit, or is he cooking things on the spit?
He is cooking things on the spit. It looks to be a nice juicy piece of something.
Let's rob
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Highwayman now?
You should probably stop.
Yeah, right.
You hear me say you should probably stop and talk to him from like a rug next to you.
I sit down on the rug. This is company.
I mean, I didn't really see him, but he's been pointed out to me, I guess.
Fire.
What does he look like?
Is he a half-orc?
Yeah, what does he look like?
Yeah. So he's not a half-orc. He is wearing what looks like sewn together pieces of some of the more northern creatures. He's elderly with like a beard, and he is clearly a hobgoblin.
Hobgoblins are friends.
Oh, nice.
When we have their prince.
They might DDT us.
They would never do something like that out of nowhere.
Quick, everybody grab some food.
I mean,
I lift up from the...
Can you? I'm sitting on you.
Oh, let me stand. I don't want to be...
Make a strength check.
No, I'm going to lose. I'm going to make a escape artist check.
Well, what? Oppose that with CMB?
CMD.
Come up
He's trying to escape from you. You don't roll CMD.
38.
No, it's just your CMD. Just the defense.
You don't roll.
Oh, just 32 then.
Still doesn't.
So you can't
Win this
get up.
round, Hippo.
I'm quite heavy. I have full plate on.
I'll greet him. I'll yell like, "Hello there, hermit."
So are you guys like coming up to him, or have you slowed?
I think we'd remain at speed, and then as we get closer, we'd slow down a bit.
Okay.
I think we like keep going at the same speed until we reach him. We slide.
Yeah. No.
The horses start like...
What language do you shout out in?
Goblin. He's a goblin.
Okay, so he will respond in Goblin. Hello there, my son. Come eat with me.
Alright.
Guys, go with my voices. There's like two.
Hey, Havoc, what did he say? I can't speak Goblin.
Yeah, do you translate?
He's
I can probably translate if we get out.
He's welcoming us. He's welcoming us to his camp. I will customarily bring some rations with me to offer them. And I will squint at him, trying to recognize him.
God damn it.
Sure.
That's a natural 20 to try and recognize him.
Oh,
For a
God.
total of 30 perception. I will never roll
Higher than that.
I have not seen him before.
Okay, so I was like, wait a minute, we didn't talk about this. Okay, so you have never recognized him. You don't recognize him, but some of his features are familiar to you. You're able to see his full character, which I will tell to you guys now. He's short, he is gray-skinned.
That's a hobgoblin.
Yep. His eyes are brown. He's clearly got aging in his face. His hair and beard are all white, just like the snow. In fact, it's so bright that the snow around it seems dull. He's sitting cross-legged on his cloak. He's relaxed. He has no armor, no weapons that you can see, except for like this piece of wood that's currently rotating the spit. Yep.
Doing the Monster Hunter thing.
He's nice and thin. Like he clearly wanders for a living. But he looks not deadly or dangerous in any way.
Alright, so he's just like a guy.
He's like calm, yeah, chill. He's ready for his food.
God damn it.
Are you trying to get up still?
Can't get up. I can't get up. I rolled 2 8s and a 6.
Why are you prone?
He was prone.
Oh, he's trying to get out of.
There you go, nice little bear carpet.
He'll call out to Havoc again. My son, bring your friends. They can share too.
Don't call me that.
Awkward.
He has a bad relationship with his father. He's got daddy issues.
What brings you out this far?
Oh, you know the line I'm gonna say.
What brings you out this far, young Luke? Except he's the old guy, so that doesn't quite make sense.
He's gonna start
That's
going
fine.
like.
Wait. Is that you taking
The
it away
gentleman
from me?
wastes are not to be treated lightly. Oh, yeah, why are you making your camp here? This is like kind of. I point at all the dead frozen people in the walls.
Oh, this is as good as any, and I'm in no danger here.
All right, well, that's suspicious.
By the way,
Nat 20. Scoop right out. It's a 39.
So does this guy react to an elf shooting out of the crotch of a half elf?
Now, you're stealthed, and you haven't attacked.
That's
so.
No,
not
I
how
lose my
stealth
stealth
works.
the moment I jump out.
Okay. He'll go,
Sorry,
a friend of yours.
that man was sitting on me.
He like emerges from a bear carpet, like the skin of the bear looks like it's the imposing figure of a bear.
Good day, sir, I say in Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. I guess I could roll
guess you would consider it immaculate.
linguistics for my quality of Hobgoblin. That's like a 29 in Hobgoblin.
Good day, follower of Rictus.
Oh no!
Not this
That's the 4%!
Hello, are you also a member of Rictus?
My path does not trod that way.
Oh.
You're like so excited.
Well, too bad.
And then he looks to the west.
We're trying to find the Giant's Rest.
Well, you're certainly on your way.
Okay, good. That's good to know. None of us have ever been there?
I see. And are you looking for directions or simply stating a fact?
Could you describe the location really exactly?
Have you been there?
To this man.
Hello.
I pointed at
Is it windy down here, or is it just me?
Now, do you speak Goblin?
That's a good line. Is it windy down here, or is it just me? He's got the breeze going.
I don't just speak Hobgoblin. I speak better Hobgoblin than Victus.
You son of a bitch! I stopped putting points in linguistics because it became pointless.
Not for me.
Okay, he will tell you that he tries to avoid it on principle, but he has wandered almost all areas of the north. It is his life.
But can you describe it
Snowy.
more specifically? Maybe you could, sketch it out.
that would be cool.
Do you have?
Or tell us a story about it. You know, just acquaint us with the area.
Now, stories I can do. He beckons you all to, sit down, and he'll offer you each a piece of the meat carcass. You are unable to identify it.
That's
Meat
worrying.
carcass.
So he doesn't know
Fucking vegan.
that half of us don't know what he's saying.
Well, he gestures and offers the food.
I cast comprehend languages.
Okay. Do you cast that on anyone else? Or are they gonna listen to this guy, bell Klingon and fight,
I have a feeling everybody else...
Such a beautiful language.
I don't know, unless someone asks me. But I'm not going to make a big deal of it.
I don't detect any magical auras around the area, do I?
You do not.
That's all I need
You
to
sense
know.
a lot from your own party.
Some a little less than others, but yes.
That was pretty harsh.
Any from me?
No. I can see invisibility.
There's one particularly strong aura coming from this particular spot.
It's like,
You're right. What is that green aura down there?
what are you staring at my crotch? It's just like a beam of light exuding
There's
from
a
my crotch.
portal to a plane of positive energy.
It's like me. Don't point that thing at me.
My God, man, can that impregnate anything?
It's like I'm trying to like avoid the light. No.
You ever wanted to see a second ovum?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
It's an egg, right? You can impregnate the giant egg planet.
It's twins.
Twins, Bezel twins.
All right. Tell us this story.
Sure. So once he's got you all seated, some of you will hear a thrilling action story as though you were there, seeing the the battle in front of you with the cloud giants and ice giants and the hobgoblins, and you can almost see the explosion before your eyes. And the other half of you will see a man who waves vigorously and shouts harsh words at you, and it is rather frightening. A hobgoblin in true storytelling mode. Those of you that can understand the story, that would be Havoc, Zool, Victus, and Atlas. The rest of you, Volley, you can? Okay.
I nod my head, smile.
It's polite.
Yes. So those of you listening to the story understand that many of the bodies that you are seeing are actually hobgoblins who had gotten lost. Many of the cloud giants caused changes to the weather and caused parties to split off. So you can see that their groups were weakened before they even had the main battle at the North Pole. And that's why there's so many bodies even before you've reached it. He says that the number of bodies will increase as you get closer and closer to the north. He continues to say, follow the compass, and when it points no more, you will have found the entrance. He describes the gore on the bodies, but he says that most of it will be iced over. So look for it beneath your feet. Don't look for it on the main ground. The storytelling, makes you almost feel as though you're there, and you can almost hear the clasp of weapon on weapon. When he's done telling the story, he kind of leans back, very thoughtful, and goes, "What do you seek in the ruins of the war?"
Unlimited power.
A little bit less than that.
Limited power.
We need to find a particular dead body so that we can make peace.
There are plenty of those about.
Yeah, this is the Dwarven Prince Durghead? I don't know.
Durngun.
Durngun.
Yeah.
Durangan.
Durangan. Duran.
Durandal.
I see. Trying to heal old wounds, are you?
Yeah, well, got a lot of scabs.
Well, my son, may I offer one
Don't
parting advice?
Call me my son, please.
The hobgoblin will reach out one of his gnarled hands and kind of clasp Havoc on the shoulder.
Yeah, I just bristle.
You just stabbed him with your arm? The spikes? 5d6.
Yeah, where's the damage? He doesn't even flinch at the contact of your spikes.
I don't have them out, I'm not raging.
Okay, well, good. Listen. Evil likes it when you are violent, because you can be violent. When you cast spells, because you can use magic. When you kill, because you can kill. Evil also loves when you can't fight back, because you can't fight back. When you don't use magic, because you can't use magic. When you die, because you can't stand living. What evil hates, what makes it lose, is when you don't use violence, because you are capable of it. When you don't use magic, because you can use magic. When you spare a life, because you hold it in your hands. That is the secret. That is what breaks their power.
Approximately how far away is the evil? 2 days? 3? How many footsteps?
At the conclusion of his words, all of you are blinded. Not a single one of you can see.
Fuck! I can see invisibility.
Same.
Not invisibility. You see white. The snow is all around you. The wind has picked up. Not even Atlas can control
What
it.
type of...
It swirls around you. There is no sense of magic, no sense of direction, no up or down. And when it's gone...
He's not blind fight. He's been waiting this whole game.
This is your man! It's the man from scene 24.
I don't have like that.
He is gone with it.
With some smashing acting.
My
You
God.
guys know what I'm talking about.
Atlas,
Everyone should know.
what was the old guy talking about before we were blinded? I can't understand a damn thing.
Oh, he was just saying that you shouldn't jerk off so much.
He was what? Don't. He was saying that evil likes people who are too weak or use strength illegitimately. So instead, you should just be strong and not do anything with it.
I like Atlas's answer there.
I mean,
That's helpful advice. It's good for you.
The meat that he
I
had
don't
offered
jerk
you.
off at all
Oh, jeez.
I see that light at night.
because my hand would get burnt in.
I see the light coming up from the bare carpet every now and
I
then.
have thin pants. What do you want from me?
You'll notice that his camp is gone, the furs that he was sitting on, but the meats that you were all eating are all still there.
Oh, there's just meat.
Tasty.
Guys.
Is it
I
all
pick up
rotten
some-
now?
No.
I pick up some meat from the ice. Is it still warm?
It's warm and cooked. And well seasoned.
I'll take a bite. I'm
Alright.
immune to disease.
Out of my hand.
Oh, thanks, Victor.
Ugh. I mean, you're alright, but like, I'm gonna give this to the horse.
Feed the horse meat?
They're herbivores.
I don't know anything about horses.
Does
I live in
your
a city.
spectral horse eat?
No.
Both Morgrim's and Volley's horse don't eat.
Hey, Havoc.
Mine literally looks like basically a ghost with blue, hair and everything.
Hey, Havoc. This is only the second old hobgoblin I've ever met. One of them was Doom. The other one was this one. What are
Doom's
old?
not old. Doom's my older brother.
Avalanche? You met Avalanche?
No,
I met Avalanche.
Your father.
You haven't met my father either.
No, who was that?
Uncle.
That's his uncle.
Yeah, we killed him.
Yes, yes.
Murdered the fuck out of him.
So that was
That was Carnage.
Carnage. So only met Carnage and this guy. What are old hobgoblins really like? Either chaotic and want to kill everything, or wise and gives you good.
They've taken too many shots to the head.
That really depends on the hobgoblin.
You know a phrase I always heard?
I think we should try and get out of here, and I'm curious to know if Atlas thinks he has enough to try to teleport.
I didn't get anything.
Alright, well,
Really?
we got a couple of horses and a sled.
Alright, well, let's keep sledding. Though, I will tell you,
Shaw.
Havoc, do any of the hobgoblins worry that you might take too many ladders to the head?
Ladders?
It's bad for your head. It's bad for your brain.
In steel cage matches.
Oh, yeah.
The traditional way to solve any
You
dispute
mean
between...
adamantine cake matches?
We need to stop pulling over for strangers.
Yeah.
This is just getting worse and worse.
Let's take a vote. Who agrees that we'd never stop for old people again?
I think we should.
That was
Unless
pretty
that
nice.
person's me. If it's me, you gotta stop.
You're only like 20 years older than me.
At least nobody spoke Abyssal that time.
173.
Alright, you got 50 years on me, okay? Only 50.
173? You're 23 years older than me.
I'm 17.
That's right, Morgan's here.
Oh, man, that's...
You're a pretty old bird.
Thanks.
Assuming... Alright,
We lived to 30.
You're a really old bird.
Mayflies.
It's very sad, honestly. Your life is halfway over.
I mate in 3 years.
Oh, dude.
gross. Alright, with
What's
that...
somewhere else when you say that?
With that said, we're continuing north. Does anything... if we just travel day to day, is there anything we run into?
Wonderful question. So you'll only take you actually less than a week. The time seems to travel really fast.
Well, we've got quick horses.
The crag is actually relatively smooth. as though the snow that comes in is just very powdery and gives it a nice little layer. And when you reach the crag, you know it's coming because the crag gets smaller and smaller and then kind of dips down to where what would create this crag? What's the name of it? Lindworm would go deeper into the snow.
So we just need a way to get up, like, to the top.
Yes. Sure you can manage that, but I also have the difficulties here in case any of you actually climb it. Doubt it.
If you want to levitate this?
Yeah.
I can just cast airwalk on everybody too.
Oh, we gotta move the toboggan.
Let's keep the toboggan.
You can carry
So
the
it is,
toboggan and
it is 100 feet up. It's jaggedy and rough edges. Clearly this is just fallen in from where the worm has gone deeper and the end of the crag itself.
We could just float this thing.
Yeah. Really good.
Actually, who's going to levitate? Okay. Alright, you want to levitate it? Sure. Alright, how long can you levitate it? How high?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Let's do this.
I could probably do
So we could make like a hover bus.
We can hover this, or you could just cast anti-gravity under this thing.
I mean, is there anything important in it that will fall out?
I mean, yeah.
Us?
It would float up
Our
like
supplies?
150
But
feet.
then how would we propel ourselves?
We've got
Gravity
a sort
sword.
of propelling.
Because
We
you
would
wouldn't
just
slow
drop
down.
50
if you
feet,
know.
but you know,
So we would go to the top of the area,
which is 150 feet up
and then we would just... Can't we just cast fly and stuff?
on the boat.
We levitate the boat, and everyone else just flies.
Alright.
Airwalks, flies, ice climbs, whatever floats your boat, man.
I'm gonna climb.
What floats our boat is magic. Levitate.
I just get on my horse and I can fly.
Okay.
Windy escape.
Don't have to make the 29.
That touches me. Oh, are you just trying to hit me? That hits me.
Snowball.
Well, windy escape.
Haha! Suck.
Okay, so who is flying up there and how do you get the toboggan itself up there?
How many airwalks do you got, Zool?
I got airwalk. I got 4 of them. Cool. And that means I can't do anything else, like blessing a favor and cold. Anyways, so
Who else has flying stuff?
I got flying everything, and I shouldn't be allowed to fly anymore.
can't
Because I keep
someone
hitting
like
the
just
ground so hard.
Hey, Atlas, couldn't someone just fly up there, examine the area where we're going to land, and then fly back down here and then grab someone and teleport up there?
That's a waste of a teleport.
It's a lot more expensive than flying.
You could lower down a rope.
You know, you gotta put some effort into your spells, man.
How
And
far are we going?
I got, so I touch,
No, I know that.
like 100 feet.
But then...
Okay, so
I've got an idea. Lower down a rope. Somebody fly up there, attach a rope, lower down the rope, and then use your unseen servant to pull up whoever's
Unseen servants aren't strong
They're
enough.
not that strong.
Oh,
man.
okay, so who, are you going to climb?
Okay, so guys,
I've got it. Use your your telekinesis charge me up there.
Why don't we do
Here we go.
How far does that get me? It's like 50 feet, isn't it?
It's like 70 feet, so you're gonna have to do a jump.
Alright.
A jumpy grab.
I will jumpy grab, and I have a immovable rod.
Oh,
Wait, don't forget the belt!
What kind of roll is this? Like acrobatics?
it just says there's a DC to climb out. But if you are jumping, yeah, acrobatics, please.
Okay, that's a 16.
Yeah.
So I just need to get this immovable rod above the surface of the ice, and then I'll immobilize it,
Okay.
and then I guess I'll take my rope and I'll tie it to the immovable rod and I'll throw it down and climb up on the rope.
Okay, and because this is straight up, you can just kind of like reach your foot out and reach the edge of the ice. Okay.
as he's doing this, I'm just flying on my horse, just watching.
Okay, so if both
Hey, this is fun.
I know, this is more entertaining this way.
if both of you have reached the top of the chasm, please give me a fortitude save.
Oh. I mean, I'm good though, so. Hang on. Is this a magical, supernatural, or,
It is very natural.
very natural? Okay.
30?
31.
Okay. Both of you pass it and are able to figure out that you have experienced your first bout of altitude sickness.
Oh.
You do know I did overland flights, so I was miles and miles above
the ground.
It's,
But we'll go with it.
And you're
It's
just very
flavor.
sick every time.
Yeah.
just throwing up as he flies.
Gross.
Alright, how do you proceed to get everyone else up?
You want to boost Victus?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wait.
Grab the rope!
Right. Wait. I'm gonna jump first. To acrobatics.
Yes, please.
Okay. That's a 41.
Easily pass.
I propel him 70 feet.
I expect somersaults and like 3-point turn land with like the dismount.
And then I catch him like it's a ice skating thing at the end. Just
Please give me the fortitude save once you land. Let's see if you throw up.
Oh, it's not bad. 28.
Oh, you are perfectly fine.
Cool.
I just
Do I have
cast...
to breathe up here?
It's only going to get harder.
You feel that? That's a decompression sickness. It's your brains leaking out of your
Should
ears.
have been launched up at high speeds. That was a little unfair to just drop that on me.
You want to boost Zool?
No.
Here we go. I boost Zool 70 feet.
Oh, jeez.
You know what probably would have worked? Split up my 2 knives. Take this one.
Why?
I want you to throw it over there. Okay,
Just some snow pan.
I thought he was throwing over the
that would have been great.
Underhanded toss.
He throws it into the snow that's like off in the distance.
Yeah.
I try stabbing. Do I teleport to that knife?
Yeah.
Cool.
You just see a...
All right.
Is he Minotaur now? He's Minotaur. No.
Yes.
What?
Minotaur.
But it's only as far as he can throw.
No, he's Minotaur.
Oh, but other people can throw it.
So everybody can be Minotaur.
Anyone can throw the teleporting, the anchor.
The anchor.
Yeah.
Hey, my sword has anchor.
Okay.
I mean, technically...
That's different.
I don't even have to be in the middle of a fight. If before a fight starts, I can give this to you. You fucking whip it at him when you want me there.
Huh. But how would you know that's thrown? Because you need to then
I'd
make
be
an attack.
hiding off in the distance. Watching.
Oh, well, you don't know how far you can go yet.
Oh.
Because you were just standing next to him, and then he threw it one dagger throw away.
I'm gonna go walk 100 feet this way. And then just sort of like drop
Okay,
it.
we should probably rope up because we're now on like untested ice.
Oh.
You hear ominous cracking.
I assumed that we were
Ominous.
sort of like on a snow bank.
Oh, you're fucked up.
Alright. I'm gonna...
As he's already landed in the snowbank once. Just
Give me one of those cum cakes.
Alright, do the thing with him landing.
Alright, so,
Good luck.
just to catch you listeners up, Zool rolled a 15, which pretty much means he lands on his face in the snow.
Okay, I guess before I land on the face, I can't... Well, no. Yeah, I'll
Or
take...
you would have missed entirely and fallen.
I could have...
Take what you can get.
Find what you can get.
Alright.
She's vindictive.
Take it.
Are you gonna use your boots to fly?
No, I was actually going to cast Airwalk and just walk up there. But
That's what I
It's
meant.
too late. You got pushed.
nope.
You did get pushed.
Yeah.
So, let's say that when you activate your boots, you just kind of go, woo! And you still land face first in the snow.
Okay.
You have no acrobatics.
Good
Okay.
form! Try using, like, the other direction.
Morgrim flies up and proceeds to pass out.
No.
She rolled a 7.
Man, birds are not good in the air.
Wait a
weird,
second.
isn't
What do you mean, the bird? They live in the tallest trees.
This was 100 feet in like 12 seconds.
I mean, my...
After traveling north for a while. I don't know. She gets sick.
The air is thinner the further you go north.
North sucks. I'm sick of going north.
Okay, so
It's so cold.
I rolled a...
individuals at the
Want to go
top.
south.
Oi. So, who's at the top is currently Volley, Havoc, Zool, Victus. Atlas is still below, Doctor's still below, and Griff is still below.
I'm just hovering on my horse. I haven't landed it.
You don't take the fortitude save until you land.
No, you rolled.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke.
Oh, that's fine. Make your horse now.
take...
Yes, Zool.
13 for a fortitude.
Oh, yay! Okay, very exciting. You also throw up. You are now fatigued.
Bad form.
I'm imagining this is something like when I get seasick and it's just uncontrollable vomiting.
You were traveling. This sucks.
You've got a headache, you're tired, you threw up this one time. Morgan and you are kind of just laying in the snow. It feels so nice
Your
and cool.
brain is swelling up and it cracks your skull.
Encephalitis.
All right.
Good thing that we have these mugs of infinite water. Otherwise, you'd probably get dehydrated and die.
I take out my decanter of lager and just start drinking it to make the pain go away.
So, Atlas, Dr. Griff, you would like to reach the top of the chasm, I'm sure.
I can just fly up.
All right, give me that fortitude shave.
Someone toss me a rope.
You can, but the altitude will still exist.
I've got an idea. No, that's not what
14.
You also are now
That
fatigued.
can't possibly be it, really?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Alright, so Griff, Zool, and Morgrim,
I thought you were thinking priest or
you are
constitution.
going to be having a harder time as things continue. Alright,
The boost
Dr.
talk.
Atlas.
I'm not great with acrobatics, so don't boost me up.
It's going to be real quick. On the count of 3. Are you ready?
No.
I'll catch you if you fall.
Don't do it.
So, there's a boost. Whoosh.
What was it to catch?
Acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm not
You need to
good
beat
at
a 15 there, Doctor.
I'm not good at acrobatics.
What's your armor check penalty?
Oh, that's really bad. So that's a 7 with an armor check of -5. Oh.
No, you just wave in the air and start to come back
doesn't even make it
down.
to the top of the cliff.
No, I don't.
How do you catch him, Atlas?
Help!
Feather fall.
We'll try this one more time.
Did he come close?
There is a rope.
Is there a rope?
There is a rope!
I said somebody drop a rope. I didn't know there was a rope. I grab onto the rope and start climbing.
Excellent. Roll me a climbing. So I have here
Yes.
climb. What is that?
I'm not great climbing either. Do you need my ring?
Yeah, straight climb check, please.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That's 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8. Excellent. You are able to climb it for, what's your movement, 60?
20.
20? You move 20 feet up the rope.
How far did he really fall?
I want to peek over the edge to see if Dr. Hippocampus is okay. And can I puke on him?
Just levitated across to the people of the sled.
Okay.
You are fatigued, though.
Probably,
talk
but
to
this is fun.
Havoc if you need that explained.
Depends how heavy the sled is.
Griff needs it explained.
It's a -2 to your armor class and your attack.
Fatigue?
modifiers, I believe, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's -2 to strength and dexterity.
Which then is a -1 to your attack and armor class.
Yeah.
It was
Atlas,
-2 to something that affected those
Excellent.
two stats.
Roll your fortitude. please.
Atlas doesn't get sick because he doesn't breathe. There is no impact on oxygen or altitude for
No
Atlas.
pressure on your brain, though?
There's no pressure.
That's a very rare case that I was referencing.
Oh, okay.
Because our dad helivaced somebody off of a mountain because
That's
of that.
true. He did. That was good times, good times. So, these are just effects of the game. Do I just, say...
He's probably fine. Yeah, whatever.
I don't breathe.
Who can lift this here?
I mean, Atlas is probably going to levitate it with him on his way up after he's the last one.
No, Zool. Griff can do it.
Griff's already up
levitate.
there.
So tired.
That's a noggin.
So tired.
Does
Jesus.
Thank you for embracing
Greater
it.
Restoration?
Lesser restoration. will do
Lesser
it.
Restoration will fix that? Cast Lesser Restoration on yourself.
I don't know that I can do that.
Lesser Restoration.
Lester Restoration.
Lesser Restoration.
Lester Restoration. Am I the only one who can do that?
Morgrim will cast that on herself. She did prepare it.
I can do healing.
150 health points. Is that
I got nothing, bro.
Morgan, do you have any more casts of that?
No, I got 1.
How about
Why?
Dr. Hippocampus?
I think it's
I
a
do.
level... What level is it?
Dr. Hippocampus.
Lesser restoration is like
You're
level
currently climbing
Level
a
4?
rope.
Oh, then I've got plenty.
So I can't do
cannot
that
do
much.
it. Wait, Dr. Hippocampus is
Lesser.
climbing the rope.
Yeah.
Dr. Hippocampus!
I've got 2 left.
What?
Can you cast Lester Restoration?
That's a level
Yes.
4, you said?
Telekinesis.
Oh.
It's the immovable rod.
Son of a bitch.
It's from that time he threw me on the lake.
Alright, I'll collect the rod and wind up my rope. but-
Welcome to the ice.
Was it fortitude save?
It's icy.
He's good.
Yes, please.
Paladins are good.
27.
You feel
26.
a slight breeze.
A little chilly up here.
Hey, Atlas, have you tried getting some of this mountain air?
I hate nature. I'd lay a hand on Griff and cast Lesser Restoration.
Wonderful.
Doctor, don't forget about me.
Can you
Please.
cast Lesser Restoration yourself?
No, I can't.
Oh.
Actually, I don't have it prepared, but I don't know if I have it even a spell.
You should.
Oh, heal also removes a buttload of conditions. Blinded, confused, dazed, dazzled, deafened, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, feeble-minded, insanity, nauseated, poisoned, sickened, and stunned.
Well, why should Griff waste a fifth level spell shot?
Wait to heal.
That's pretty cool.
Heal is pretty big.
Heal can kill a lich.
I'd place a hand on Zool as well. Feel better, my son.
Oh, God. How many more people are going to say that today?
Thank you, Doctor.
Get it. Everyone has daddy issues.
You don't know who my dad was.
Grictus?
What's his name? I'm going crazy with this altitude. We need to get over here.
Alright, shall we set up?
Do we hook up the sled, or are you guys going to rope up and test it? Sorry, that gave too much away. Are you going to walk to
Maybe
your
we should
death?
rope up and test
They're
it.
gonna rope up.
I'm going to stay on my horse good like everybody else.
I always said Atlas said you
Well,
can fly.
We could just keep levitate on the sled and have the two magic horses pull it.
How long does it levitate for?
That's not that long.
How many times can you cast it?
I can't cast it anytime, so don't look at me.
Stop looking at me. Just a hobgoblin.
We could rest.
Sometimes I get spiky like a hedgehog.
We could rest it on top of Morgan, and she can be the first one to slide.
Just slide her down.
Yeah, if we put Morgrim up front, then we won't run into any crags.
Well, can we make like a sail? And then Atlas can...
I don't think Atlas's wind is that strong.
I mean, he's full of gas, but not that much.
Full of hot air.
Not very hot here.
I guess.
Alright.
Are we on like an angle? Can we
I will-
just slide?
Excellent question. You are actually facing uphill, as though you're going higher in altitude.
Which is weird, because we're just headed north.
Look, pal.
Maybe
I
there's a
wanted to
mountain
use
there.
the altitude for fun.
Maybe there's a mountain there.
Like I said, I am tired of going north.
Going north also makes us go up.
Does anyone check the compass?
I will look at the compass.
Okay, fantastic.
Don't give us prompts, but I will look at the compass
Sorry.
now that you've said that.
You notice that you're a little off and you need to readjust your course.
Ah, we need to go west. No, just
Words are hard.
I will correct our course, I guess. And are we going to do anything particular, or are we just going to have the horses like pull us?
We should test this.
Hey,
How are we testing it?
Victus, you're good at acrobatics.
It's fine. How about I just have my horse
Go
walk
on,
on the
walk
ground,
away.
and if it breaks, well, I'm just
All
flying
right.
anyway.
Somebody tie me up. Wait, no, I got an idea. Belt on.
Did you not hear me?
What?
So I can just walk on it with my horse, and if it breaks, well, my horse can fly, so it doesn't do anything.
Okay, I guess that works.
Alright, so flying horse will test horse.
Go, horse.
Go, flying
So
horse.
do you go in single file, or do you all stay
Single
in the
file
car?
to
If we
hide
stay behind the
horse.
horse, we'll be fine.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Have you named your horse?
Maybe.
I'm going to attach to it.
Listen, I know your real
When
name,
it
man.
gets
Don't fuck
cold,
with me.
You need to sleep inside something.
And I thought
You know it's a spiritual
like a ghost on the
Full of spirits.
We're on ice right now?
Yeah, well,
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's probably not a good idea, because if we can walk on water, it probably is weightless almost.
So we're going up ice. This is going to be
What about the unseen servants? He went
quite the uphill.
Good
Oh,
thing
he's
I-
pretty weightless, too.
Good thing I've got these crampons.
I feel like you haven't recovered from your altitude sickness, Griff. I feel like this is going to be hard.
Griff doesn't like me.
I put on my crampons.
We could try to balance a toboggan on a floating disc.
Tensor's. Why don't we just ride on Tensor's floating disc if we're doing that?
It's small.
It's-
Why don't we just fly?
How long does it last for?
Hours?
Wait, I've got an idea. Adhesion. You can stick it to it.
All right.
Tell me how this
We're
works
making a
out.
maglev train.
Morgrim,
Yes.
you're the adhesion lady.
I am.
You're the sticky one.
Oh, I am.
Mr. Grinch.
Oh, gosh.
Is she?
Yeah, she's got the. Unless you've got some sticky spell.
Sticky spell?
Do you have a sticky spell? Sticky spell?
A sticky.
Sticky.
Alright, then you use it. I'm
Yeah, those are.
Morgan's recovering.
Trying to stay out of the
Birds are not meant to fly this high.
She's trying to gulp down water, which is hard with a beak.
You guys evolved badly. Swallowing with gravity is a bad idea.
Have you ever seen a bird drink? No. We laugh like a dog.
That is gross.
Well, Stella likes it.
Okay, enough of that. Let's continue heading north.
Just threw that one out there.
You never seen a bird and a elf? I don't know what Stella is. I think she was a human. You ever seen him fuck?
What was she? I don't remember it.
It was so long ago.
Or not long ago at all.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
It was like a year ago.
I didn't know if that was like a... Wait, what? A year ago?
That did happen last year.
Did it?
Our year, not game year.
I'm pretty sure Game Year was like a year
It was both. Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Happy birthday.
When did they have I don't remember.
Oh, listener, you stayed with us for a year.
No, I was talking more about...
You win nothing. A shame.
It's fine. Are we doing this
Here
tensors?
we go.
Yeah, all right.
Sticky?
Yep.
So
Atlas will
cold.
prepare, in place of grease and water shield.
Oh, please come.
He's going to repair floating disc and, I just forgot the name of the spell.
Adhesion?
Tensors.
It's not adhesive spittle. I don't even know if that spell really sticks things together. It's called, glue seal.
How long does it take to cast? Is it instantaneous?
Floating disc takes 1 round and lasts 15 hours.
Mhm.
Let me take a look at glue seal. Advanced Player's Guide. Oops. Maybe it's not from this guide.
Maybe it doesn't exist at all.
I don't know anything anymore.
Alright, well, Atlas is
Class guide.
looking in his spell book. Are you guys gonna all jump in the cart again?
Basically.
Yeah, it'll be floating. It'll be a hovercraft.
I'll,
And then my horse can pull it and fly.
Horse can pull it and fly.
hey, if we give me
They can go up to 200. Actually, it'd be 5. So it could go up to 5, but then we have the nougat. So 250 miles an hour flying.
Does the...
No, glue seal only lasts a couple minutes.
Does it?
Well, that still gets us quite pretty far until it drops.
We could tie it down. We
Now,
could bar it with ropes.
I want you to know that if we camp out tonight, tomorrow I can have airwalk mass where we can all, if we ever fall, just everybody.
We have an alchemist. He can make us some sovereign glue.
Alchemist. Alchemist! Paladin.
There we go. He's
There it
awake.
is.
Could you make a sticky shit?
Well, wait. Can you cast permanent on it? Because that would just be
Sovereign
funny.
Well, because the tensor's floating disc will dispel itself.
So what? But that's 15 hours.
Well, yeah, so that just means that we wouldn't have to worry about the permanency.
Exactly. I think we should allow this. Who said that?
How expensive is permanency?
Depends on the spell.
It's like, it's usually over 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, it depends on what level the spell is.
And for 15 hours, not great. Sovereign glue is probably like 200.
So we're gonna go up this hill.
Good to go with this one.
You're gonna go diagonally up this hill according to the compass. I don't know.
How far up the hill do you think we need to go?
Morgrim, I imagine you can use your sticky thing, worst case scenario.
She
It
will.
lasts for 10,024 rounds.
Jeez, you've already looked it up? What level is it?
There's a bug in my brain.
How about? That makes me insane.
Ow, bro. Fuck it, let's just walk on the ice.
Don't you walk on ice and then
Some of you fall, you fall. I mean, I've done it like 3 times now. I'm still here.
Some of you may die.
I mean,
Well, it's a
I can
sacrifice. whip up some glue.
Let me whip this.
Cool. What kind of glue can you make?
Alchemical glue.
Tell me about your glue.
Cool.
God damn it.
I can make
Can't you endure elements?
Oh, actually, it's
Do you
not.
need
it's
to
not
endure
you,
elements? Do you need to have endure
You have
elements?
the adhesion.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, the sword can adhere things.
But for how long?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
I thought Martin had sticky sword.
Nope, you have adhesion and pull. So the force is DC 5. How
That's
strong
right.
is DC 5?
Not that
Not
strong.
that strong.
How about DC 10?
Not that strong.
Still not that strong.
How about DC 20?
Getting okay.
Getting okay.
That's strong.
That would be
For us, it's okay.
64 rounds.
64 rounds?
Yeah. So
Well, 64 rounds times 250 feet per round. We do pretty good.
or I could just make alchemical glue.
okay, how much?
How long does that take?
We'll do this in the meantime
Yes.
while he's making the alchemical
Yeah,
glue.
you can make it on
It
the
would
back.
literally take me like a couple minutes.
All right. Well, we're
That's
moving.
not bad.
We're
And
moving
for those
along.
couple minutes, we'll use our glue sword.
Our special glue.
Stick them.
Let me get the sword ready for you.
So how do you manage this? Do you have the disc underneath and the sword touching the disc? And
He just uses his hand. He
Yeah,
just sort of
that's fine.
touches. You just touch next to the location where we do it. Spreads out.
This is a weird sword. It's weird that I have to say I will protect those, even that I will protect those I hate,
Would have
or
been.
something like
It
that.
would have
every
made
time
more
I
sense
use
if
this.
you would have protected those in a sticky situation.
Alright, so we hover train our way along on this thing.
as you go along, you try to think of better sayings for this ancient sword.
Here, let me just see that. Let me see if I can retranscribe this.
Sticky situation. Stuck in.
Stuck in the middle.
With you.
Well, getting stuck in is a term for entering a fight. Sword.
I feel like Santa Claus. I'm got my flying sleigh now.
Stick it to the man.
And we're in the North Pole.
Stick it to the man.
This is not our Christmas special. It might be our Christmas special.
By the time it comes out, it'll probably be a Christmas special.
Dr. Hippocampus, how sticky is that glue?
After 1 minute, you need a DC of 20 strength to pull it apart.
Oh, that's
So about as strong as this.
And how long does it last?
Indefinitely.
Until you pull it apart.
Cool. So let's glue
Until
this
the disc disappears, I guess.
Gluing the sled to the disc?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the disc lasts for 15 hours.
And I would recommend gluing the top of the sled to the
So we want to keep the toboggan.
because the disc is tiny. It's like
It's 3 feet.
How much can it hold?
It can hold 1,500 pounds.
My horse is pulling.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
All right, we're good.
We're flying on.
So you go 250 feet a minute
Per round.
per round. And a round is several
6 seconds.
seconds? Okay.
So we're going quick.
Yes.
Guys, I moved double that speed.
I didn't come here to do math.
Endure elements to grip.
But that's the point. I'm just like,
Just-
heights mean nothing to me.
We're moving very quickly.
Yes. So
It's a lot
after,
faster than the train.
How many feet in a mile?
5,280.
thank you. You're doing exactly what I was asking.
5,250.
5,280.
That's
28
how
miles
many?
per hour.
28 miles per hour. Okay. And how many hours do you travel?
Until we find a half
Until we
orc.
reach it.
Okay. So you guys
I'm going to keep an eye on the compass and wait to see if it changes.
Okay. So you guys continue on, and you start to see breakups in the ice itself. When you were going up the kind of slope, you noticed that it was very smooth. Everything seemed to be filled in as though just natural gravity was filling in any holes. But as you kind of level out, you see that there are kind of caves and divots and dark splashes of color that break up the white of the ice as you speed by. It's too blurry to make out, but you can see now that it's almost as though the ice is getting dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. Do you continue to make slight adjustments?
Yeah, I mean, what would I need to roll to...
You would just need to tell me which way to go, and I would just tell my horse.
Yeah.
So just communicate. That's how.
Unfortunately, we have to work together again, yes. Why is it every time we're on a high-speed something, have to work together?
2 degrees to your right! No, my right!
Oh, man.
You know,
We're both facing the same way!
Some bitch.
you know, Atlas, we could probably commission like a homemade sled thing that will hold a tensor floating disc on the underside that you can like latch in and just make like a hover thing.
I like to imagine that you guys are having this conversation while playing chess, like in the back.
At high speed.
High speed chest again.
Ice chest.
A4 to 2-3.
2-3.
Chess.
Yeah, second level, third spot.
You can't beat me, Victus.
Only Griff can beat him.
What if Griff kept like stopping time and like fixing his moves for him?
I put a move there. I don't remember doing that.
I feel like Victus would use sleight of hand the whole time. Like he puts down a bishop, and when he moves his hand away, it's a knight.
Queen's on the board suddenly. Yeah, let's see how good my sleight of hand is.
What do you play chess against?
I would be cheating, yeah.
They have to.
Atlas wouldn't notice you sleight of handing, but he would notice the pieces were different.
That is a
What's happening here?
35.
Yeah, you can't notice that.
Why is everyone so good at chess?
I don't know if you know this, Victus, but I've actually...
My name's not Victus. Your name is Victus.
The high altitude.
How did this even happen? Normally, everybody's calling each other Atlas. Oh, fucking charming. I hold up your queen in my hand, and your queen is still on the board. How does that even work, man?
I don't know.
Have I found a half-orc yet in the middle of the snow?
No,
God
no
damn it.
half-orc. Lots of darkness. A lot more darkness in the snow.
What's the compass doing?
It's starting to shake. It's still pointing north, but it's shaking.
Got the vibes.
Now you're moving really fast, right?
Yeah, we're moving really fast.
We're doing good for a flying sleigh.
We're gonna overshoot it by so
Well,
much.
see, 1 second it's shaking, pointing straight, and the next second it's shaking, pointing back at you.
Turn us around! Turn us around!
Rudolph, turn around! I mean, horse!
Gas, gas, gas!
So now you've swung round, so you gotta re-straighten
Somebody
yourself
stop
out.
this damn thing.
We can't stop. We gotta slow down first.
Bullshit!
You overshoot it again.
Oh boy.
I told my horse to just slow down.
Okay, we slow down to like a reasonable speed.
Okay, wonderful.
So what's this area like?
Okay, so there are a ton more crevices and cracks in the surface of the snow. The dark shapes you can now see are millions and millions of bodies. Huge bodies. These are clearly giants. They have weapons pointing out of the snow, tattered clothing, the bones all broken up underneath the snow, and they're all encased. It looks like there's been layers and layers and layers of freezing going on. So they're all underneath it with just the barest amounts poking through. Very Mulan with the Huns.
Giants are big like rabbits. Holy, let's get
Well, this was basically their entire population brought together in one place.
Yep.
Who can locate bodies?
Well, what do you mean by bodies?
Well, we're trying to find one dwarf body amongst a bunch of giants and probably hobgoblins.
I mean, that's... I don't think locate person counts as that. I think you need to be alive for that.
Are bodies objects or people?
Do you want me to find like wolf skull?
Here, sniff this. Tell me if you can find it.
Actually.
Yeah. I know.
Does yours perk up?
Is the moon out? Fuck.
Have it.
Put him down!
Where do you stop with the compass?
We're gonna get sort of into this ancient battleground or whatever. I mean, we can just sort of like start searching from one side to the other of this battleground because I guarantee he's not gonna have chosen perfect north to die at, right? So we just gotta be in this debris field somewhere. We'll stop.
Havoc, do you remember in the legends if they described how the Dwarven prince died?
No, I was told the Dwarven Prince came here looking for something and then died.
Oh.
At least I think, right?
Yeah, so can you guys all roll perception for me? Just to, I have described the main area to you, but let's see what you got.
Look for short bearded men encased in ice.
30.
30?
13.
13.
26.
26.
39.
39. All right, that beats a 35. All right. Doctor here is able to see.
He's on point today.
I don't know.
It's the one thing he's good at is looking at things.
He's been smelling glue all day.
For the heads of senses. He's got the little doctor thing that you put under your eye.
All right, so
Like disc.
Oh.
Dr. Hippocampus, you're able to see that the dark shapes also include rubble and broken bits of stone. You can see that this actually resembles the ruins of a city, and you can notice that the larger bodies seem to be in the city and at the edge, and smaller bodies, which you can only assume are hobgoblins, don't seem to make it all that much into the body of the city itself, almost as though any that made it in there, got out alive.
I'd like to think he's talking about this as he's looking at.
Is this a War of Havoc plotted?
No.
Many
I was
eons
born
ago.
during this war. I don't see any dwarven bodies around.
This is a hobgoblin battle. I got this history. Yes. No dwarven bodies. Hobgoblin bodies.
But
yes.
he came down here searching for something.
Yes, but he is a dwarf. What would he be doing?
He might be hiding in. His body may be inside one of the buildings.
He was in love.
I wonder if he's even. I wonder if he's even dead.
No. No one knows left now.
Have you cast locate person?
I mean, if you don't know him, it's kind of hard to locate somebody.
Is it? You can't just say into the ether. Locate Duradan.
Well, you can.
Yeah, see? I don't know that's
no response.
Echo.
I don't think I have locate.
Prestidigitation. Durgan!
Here, I got this.
Oh,
Ghost sound. Durgan!
That's a good way to start an avalanche.
On what? We're on are we on a mountain?
I would call this
Or just a very
a
large
really
plateau?
good lookout.
I don't know if this is a mountain. It's more of a plateau.
I'm gonna try to get everybody
It's
safe.
the top of the world.
As we go
Enjoy
down.
it. All of you take another altitude roll for me.
Out of
Except
spite.
Atlas.
Oh, that's a natural 20. 34.
27.
Okay, so guys, it goes up over time, so all of you have to beat a 16. Anyone not?
I got a 27.
Morgrim? Oh, poor Morgrim.
Bird's having a hard time.
No, Fortune's not my jam. Let's see, I gotta add that.
You guys and your lungs.
Motherfucker.
I'm fine.
What do you mean?
When you do as much flying as I do and
She makes
crashing, you get used to the to the breathing problem.
Hey, if you don't want your lungs, we can just take them from you.
I've got gills now.
Oh,
You're fucking weird,
you have
dude.
gills?
Yes.
Is that what sylphs do? I don't think that's what sylphs do. I thought
You're just
sylphs
making
were
up things.
off elves.
Don't belittle my people
You're
like
an
that.
off-brand elf. Air elf.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do you have a council?
I mean, they're literally called self. Self.
Sill.
Self.
Sill.
What is this?
Fuck you!
What is this, a fucking witch
Oh boy.
Some of us need to breathe.
I guess we're searching the old-fashioned way then.
So
maybe
I
we
can-
want. Do you think he'll go into the city looking for something in one of the buildings?
I would imagine. That's what
Yeah,
first
I
thing
mean,
we do.
Probably like the
What do you
biggest building.
That
Maybe.
seems like a thing that people would do.
If we were here looking for something, where would we go?
I'm going to look where I would, as a thief, where would I look to grab shit? Using an appraise check.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Would that
wouldn't that be a
appraise?
dungeoneering check?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. Well, I've got that as well.
Sure, appraise the stones.
That's a fine
What'd you
wicked
get?
stone.
19.
Beautiful quartz.
No, this was dungeoneering.
That'd be an immaculate stone right
I'm
there.
so sorry. A 19?
Yeah.
You would figure you would start with the catacombs.
I would start with the catacombs.
Why?
Because that's what I would think. I'm thinking for myself as a normal...
Didn't he die in a fight?
No,
We don't
he died
know what happened.
searching for shit, right?
I don't know.
Did anybody listen to this?
Yeah.
So I want to make a knowledge history check.
Do any of you turn to
Well, I told you
Morgrim
that
speaking on
he
the-
went up there to drive off the last of the giants.
Oh.
Yes.
So
So he wasn't searching for something?
I want to make knowledge history.
He was searching for death!
Or searching for giants at the very least.
Knowledge,
Stop screaming, everybody!
knowledge history with my time stuff.
Okay.
So I can see
The pash.
How far back can you see?
As far back as you want. Pretty good.
Math. That is, you need help, 30.
Oh.
Okay, so
So he like listens to the echoes of time.
okay.
It's like the division, but it sucks balls.
So can you like could we say for flavor that you hear echoes of footsteps like traveling in the air?
I hear echoes of everything.
Could that be-
Oh, John!
Wilhelm scream.
So you hear the crumbling of stones, almost as though the stonework was above ice at this point in time. Footsteps going down steps of stairs, and a voice mumbling to himself, "It's this way. I'm sure it's this
When you hear with your elf ears.
What do you hear with your human ears? The only human at the table.
Yeah. Are you the only human here? Yes. What about him?
He's a half elf.
I'm a half elf.
Oh, what about that guy?
I'm a half elf.
Are we all part elves?
No.
And
Well, he's a
he's a self.
half-
We've already been over
he's
this.
half human.
Those are both
I am
D10s.
half
That
human,
one is
yes.
used for a 10's place on a D1.
Not even a fucking.
So he's
pure blood.
He's
Yeah,
half human,
half orc and
half bastard elf.
No.
He's got gills. He's a monster. It's fine.
Oh jeez, the most monstrous of us all.
Yeah, you're always poking fun at poor Silver over here. Look at you.
What is he even?
Yep, Atlas
You're
is
an
definitely
embarrassment
the
of a
most
father.
monstrous.
It's a half. It's a
It's a half dragon,
half dragon,
quarter human, quarter
quarter
sylph.
sylph.
Does he get like a?
So that's
guild?
how kobolds get made.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mix.
That's why he's
It depends on how much juice you give it.
The breeding chart just broke and made a kobold. Defaulted.
It's like
the god of breeding in this world is just like, fuck, I don't know, kobold.
It's like, you know, when you have cooking in some games where it's like, oh, you made a bad recipe, it just makes like goop.
Yeah.
That's what kobolds are.
Oh, poor Silver.
He doesn't deserve this.
Oh, dear.
This motherfucker's covered in spikes.
Yeah, that's
God damn you. Damn you all.
Alice didn't give it enough juice.
So let's follow Zool.
Do I
Or
hear-
Griff.
If?
Fucking do that.
Does that deserve it?
Rebel against institutions.
I would point out that elves really get around.
Yeah.
Shit, because they live forever.
They got nothing better to do
That's
some
a good
years.
point, actually. They've got a lot of time to
Just going around fucking things.
look, man. Sometimes you
These
got
fucking dragons.
yeah. Them.
I didn't have sex with a dragon.
Wait, he's been having sex with a dragon?
No.
What?
Whoa.
Can I hear which way the voice went?
Don't ask God.
God, get me out of this!
He's just constantly eating wings.
Should just turn back to not say that.
Into the center of the ruins of the city, down one of the deepest, darkest channels.
That's where I heard it.
So a dungeon.
We're going to the catacombs.
I was right.
Kind of.
Do we have to chip through the ice to get to it?
Do we see a half orc?
Is there a crack that leads to
We have a.
Let's look around!
We have an
We already did that! We already rolled perception!
I look really hard.
We have an emulated.
I saw that! Don't give me that.
Let's just throw you into the ice and light it on fire.
Okay, so now that you're
Ring
no
of
longer
emulation
looking
on
on
tree.
top of the ice and you're looking down into it, you can see that some of these channels and chasms end in nothing. Others break into the kind of paths of city ruins, if you will, and others actually break through the rock itself, making their own paths deep into the city.
Does the ice feel magical?
No, feels wet.
Does it look magical?
Looks white.
I guess we're gonna go spelunking. So I'm gonna try and find one of these caverns.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the horse and the sleigh hovering.
Good idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because how long did it take us to get here? Like an hour, maybe, at most?
I could just tell
We can just teleport.
No, but I just meant in general, because I'm not
Wait.
going to just leave it there. We have all our stuff as well.
Atlas, you should get a real good look at this place.
Looks like...
takes time to comprehend the area.
Well, is there weather? Because
Why?
we're
Oh,
like
yeah,
as
there's
far
a
north
snow.
as we can go.
I've been assuming that Morgan's only contribution has been weather.
Would I, with my
I
check,
should remove all those spells.
would I know ish where like the spot we need to be?
Oh,
You would have told me to land where
Or
that
stop.
was,
Stop. But before stop.
If you want me to, I can summon a cave bear and just have it go look.
I don't.
what?
At the moment, to look.
A cave bear?
Random?
Thank you for your contribution, Joel.
What the
If you want,
heck?
guys, I can summon some woodland creatures, and,
Alright, in the Arctic here.
it makes it take a little fun around here, huh?
Flame on. Just melt your way down. Just walk around.
No, that seems like a terrible idea.
So ice doesn't melt that fast.
Yeah. I would drown.
You probably drown. Why don't,
Hey,
why don't we just spelunk?
Well, what's what I'm saying? So do I know that
We're
you're
following Griff.
Okay.
Hey, do I know that this is like I stand there and I'm just like,
So you see, you hear that these footsteps seem to be traveling down a fissure that has broken down into stone paths. So it's one of those gashes that open up into the actual tunnels of the underground city.
Alright.
Alright.
So yes, you
Are
know
you,
exactly.
leading them and being like, this way? Like,
no, so I'm just like, I hear this shit through time and I'm like, yeah, he fucked a dragon. What do you mean?
Don't you ethereal off on us.
And have sex with
wait.
dragon. And voices are dancing around.
We just
Popping and
pick up.
locking mostly.
We just grab Griff by the ankles and use him like a dozing rod.
I'm worried about Griff's mental health.
I pull out my sword and turn it into a climbing pick.
What time of day is it right now?
Like a ice. Yeah, so I can climb.
Excellent question.
Oh, there's
So
stairs
you've
in the
spent
ice.
2 nights, and so now you're on. Well,
Is
several
it daytime or
travel
nighttime is what I mean.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I would call this after lunch.
Yeah, just
So
so the
it's
sun's
daytime.
out. That's what I mean. That's all I want to know. Sun's out.
That's what the t-shirt says.
You slut.
Time has passed.
Get inside the cavern.
A day.
Through the metal breastplate.
Chafing like you have no idea.
You're gonna have to tell Silver to make some carve outs here.
So yeah, there's like.
Have you ever
stairs
tried
and
taping
ice.
your nipples?
What is tape?
It's tape.
Is there tape?
Alchemists make tape.
Alchemist, yeah,
Yeah, alchemist make tape.
He said it.
Dr. Hippocampus.
That wasn't.
Making tape.
That was very unsatisfying.
That's because you didn't quite say it.
Okay.
So there's like stairs in the ice?
Yeah, so they are slippery and covered in ice. There is snow and
Invictus.
Yes.
icicles.
Icicles.
Jeez.
They were-
Woo! That-
Stalactites.
5 gold if you slide down the stairs on the shield.
Okay. I'm pretty good at acrobatics.
Let's see it.
So it's like a worn buckler. It's like a pretty
This is a really small
buckler?
A buckler.
That's like the buckler.
It's like a tiny.
That's like 6 inches
Here,
across.
slide on this. No, I can't stand on it.
Is it a buckler?
You could do it. Stand on your toes.
Light what?
Yeah.
A light shield, that's bigger. He could slide on that.
Roll me.
Oh, yeah, like on 1 foot.
Yeah.
Can somebody prepare a featherfall?
No.
No.
I can prepare grease.
Don't tell me.
I'm really good at
I pull out
Give him a push at
my ice pick of a sword. Hop on and go.
$5.
Roll me acrobatics.
He's got it. He's good.
There's a 7. You gotta keep the 7. Come on, you got plus 25 or something.
I've got a plus 24.
So 31.
31.
This is the loudest, noisiest descent into the most haunted, ruins you can probably show your ass.
Going out.
It's like we're trying to listen to how deep it goes.
Yelling and spitting like,
Oh, it's not graceful, but it gets the job done.
He grabs the shield. $5. Then he disappears from sight. And he's like, take. It's deeper than you think.
I'm going so fast!
Oh! It's like when you think it's over.
Well,
You okay?
I made it.
5.
Roll me perception.
I'll go after him.
Hold on.
23.
Alright. You can see in the dark, right?
Yes.
Okay. You can see.
I can see.
There's no light.
There's no light. So dark.
This is only death.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Great acoustic.
Come to talk with you again. Throw me an instrument.
He just keeps chucking by.
Alright, Atlas is going to slide down on a saxophone.
I feel like that's going to be a harder roll.
I don't need to roll.
He just hovers.
He flies down on the saxophone.
But I'll play.
But you'll play.
You see.
Wait, can you see in the dark?
That was my next question.
I'm just gonna follow slowly.
The rest of us use our crampons to go down step by step.
32.
Can you see in the dark?
Yeah.
Alright, you successfully float down the stairs, making a trumpeting cacophony of noise.
What do I see down here while he's...
Excellent question, thank you. Okay, so you have realized you have actually gone down what would have appeared to be a lookout tower into the depths of the ruins, starting obviously at what would have been the top and working down. This looks like it's kind of not a office building, but I would say where they would prep to go up into the towers. There'd be gear. An officer would be there. But
So like a barracks or something.
yeah, exactly, like a barracks. And you can see that there's more tunnels going deeper, but also like that side path that would take you to another tower.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you went down here, you flew across to there. This is for you, Zora. They could go deeper there.
I got
Towers, yeah, excellent.
Have I found a half fork yet?
A what?
Half fork.
Not yet.
A howl fork?
A half fork?
You'll know it when you see him.
Uses the L in half.
He's coming.
Yeah, Jeremy, stand by. You're doing great. Stay
He's
patient.
been standing by for the last 2.5 hours.
Wait, who's Jeremy?
Oh, I, as Morgan was being nice to our one listener.
By keeping him out of the story. For now.
Morgan goes down the stairs, being quiet.
I check, is this shield, like, masterwork?
Not anymore.
I'd have broken that shield.
Just from like a year ago. Some guy bought it from the Renaissance fair. I tightened my crampons and carefully walked down.
How icy are the steps?
Made of ice.
Made of ice.
So about as icy as you can get.
As icy as they can get.
Yeah.
Atlas touches down. Baker Street.
We're not on Baker. You know what street we're on?
We're in the north.
How'd you get down here?
Did you live on...
I cast Airwalk
Did
and
you live on Baker Street in
walk down.
Porto Nova?
Okay.
So that's like it from the side.
I live on Tensors Avenue.
It's in the water.
It is now underwater.
I say as I slide down the list.
I feel like we're getting quite a bit of random information from Griff today.
Alright, Griff.
That wasn't random. I was
the whole thing.
There was a conversation.
I caused it. I put it there.
Was
I don't know
I
if the group
alive
knows
for
that.
that though?
Does the group know?
I didn't know that.
The group knows that my house is in the water.
I know your house is in the water.
No, I was
You
dead
put
for
your
that.
house in the water.
Not intentionally.
You put your house in the water?
Not intentionally.
What? Did you cause the lurch? Did you cause the lurch?
It's looking like that.
No, yes.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's looking like that. Don't fuck with time. Don't fuck with time.
Don't fuck with time. A lot of people died in that lurch. I wasn't alive then. Actually, I might have.
You were alive.
I was probably
You were probably
I
alive.
probably almost got crushed. I think I did almost get crushed. Son of a bitch, there was a house!
Oh, is it my house?
I don't know, there's probably a lot of houses.
It would be pretty ironic if
There
it
was a
was
lot
my
of
house.
houses falling down to the source at that point.
That's not important right now.
I'm amused.
We need to...
Alright,
Heads up, Attic!
so who can see?
Saxophone to the face.
You need to give me 5 gold pieces.
I'm walking down with my lantern of ever burning.
Memory elapsed.
Can we zip this?
Does anyone have light? I can't see.
I just said I was coming down with my lantern.
Crosstalk, start again, Volley.
No, I was just telling Doctor I was carrying my lantern down the whole time.
Yeah,
It's his Everburn.
We've got a couple of ever-burning lanterns that I guess we'll
I don't
turn
need
on
a
for those who can't see.
Did you know I'm always dazzled?
Well, aren't you special?
Not always.
But I'm just, sitting there resisting.
Okay, ready.
Griff, what's your human ears here?
What do you hear with your human ears?
What's that, Scott? God,
I like this. I could get used to this.
I'm gonna go back in time again.
Fuck with time.
I look at Atlas for little vorpal of time appears in my hand.
Don't do that.
Tapping into it. See that shit?
It's not.
It's another lurch in the middle of the ice.
Ooh.
That'd be dangerous.
Okay, so Griff hears the sound of
Silence?
ice moving up above you, closing off the entrance.
In the streets I walk alone.
But in
in
a previous time, he hears the sound of someone whistling to themselves as they go down into what would have obviously been the Great Hall.
Good news when I get that news.
This puppy right here.
Good news is we don't need the monitor.
What's the good news?
That's your path.
We gotta go to the Great Hall.
Do we have to go through ice to get there? Is there a path?
Is it frozen over?
There's a frozen door.
Oh,
I can deal with that.
Blow it
knock
up.
that shit.
Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, shatter.
Oh. I don't know spells.
Oh.
So it would shatter into a million pieces? Yes?
The ice would.
Okay.
If the door is also
Yeah,
crystalline in some manner.
No, it's solid oak.
I heard ice closing behind us.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's the bad news.
Oh, what?
That's the bad news.
Wouldn't I have heard of that?
I
No.
heard of that.
Wouldn't have I have heard of that?
You do hear a rumbling noise.
It's a lurch.
I look up.
Adams, you were right.
Do I see the
Why
ice?
didn't you warn me?
Do I see the ice close?
It is too far above you to see.
Well,
I
I think
see.
we can teleport.
But you're producing your own light, so you don't see a notice
How many
in
people
light.
can you teleport?
Myself.
I sniff the air to see. Well, smell if I smell anything else than just us.
Death.
That's
So much death.
Oh shit!
You are surrounded by death.
Hey guys, I smell death.
No, you smell like death. When was the last time you showered? Come on. Hygienics.
Oh,
No, I think that's just me.
and you smell a foreign.
right here in the
It burns.
This has puppy urine in it.
You smell Atlas's perfume and give me a roll.
Kill.
Just straight d20. And you don't smell anything else yet. Not with a 10.
All
You
right,
blinded me. You blinded my scent.
let's get this door open.
You asked for it.
I can't smell.
Doctor, what does your mystical ball of truth say about this place?
Will we die in this place? Shake, 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 shake.
Alrighty. Send it.
While they're doing that,
You gotta actually roll there.
I'm going to try the
Doctor.
door while they're doing
You're
that.
gonna try the door?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What?
Hang on.
What was the question one more time?
Will we die in this terrible place?
It is certain.
Oh
That thing's just a gimmick, you know. It doesn't actually tell the future.
What do you know about time?
He was a little.
That was an ironic joke.
Just keep
How many people died?
It wasn't my fault.
I don't know.
You didn't do the ritual right.
I didn't finish the book.
I didn't finish school.
So you tried the door. That was a question.
Yes.
Okay. It is locked from the inside.
It's locked from the inside.
Fortunately-
So you knock.
I have a key. I would like to kick the door down.
Wait! Let me look up heavy doors.
Oh, so it's a heavy door. Got it.
I said it was oak. I'm assuming that's heavy.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I know it's here.
Get the axe.
Here! Strong door!
Get the axe.
And
Got
I think I'll rage for this one, so I'll have a +8 to this.
Okay.
So +8 on top of my +4.
Cone of cold. Oh,
No, wait,
shit.
my
No,
plus-
it's frozen again.
+7, so 18. Yes, 15. 17. What a terrible roll.
What a waste of wage.
No.
Well, I can keep it going.
Sure.
I'll kick it again. That's a little better. Alright, 15 plus 17
34.
is 32.
Excellent. You are able to break the door down.
It was like an accident.
So the first time I go to kick, my cleats are like still stuck in the ice, so I don't get my foot up. And the second time I push it through. But that's 2 rounds of rage. So that's 29 left. The door, I kick the door open and I step through. I'm raging. What's up?
Motherfucker.
Oh, wait.
Haha.
I don't rage.
No,
I can't
you
rage.
don't.
I've wasted 2 rounds of rage and nothing happens.
Yep.
Wow.
Why not?
Does that mean
I don't know.
Does that mean you can't break the door?
Just can't seem to get it up.
What's
Well, it would have been, what was your second roll? 17 plus 8, technically? So it would have been
17
25.
plus 7, so...
Oh, sorry. 24.
24.
Okay, so you are successful in breaking down the door. So to your friends, it seems that nothing has changed except for the fact that you didn't rage when you announced, "I will rage now." He can't get it up.
Man, that was shit.
What is wrong
Oh,
with
hit your head when you fell down.
It was a rough ride. Havoc, you did real good on that getting angry and kicking open the door thing.
Yeah, I sure did.
So what's beyond the door?
That was the door breaking down, by the way. It's still breaking down.
It's falling down the stairs now. God,
Now we're kind of rubbing it on the ground.
It's stuck in one of Havoc's spikes.
No, I don't have spikes right now.
Oh.
He's not spiking.
Think son of a bitch stole my scotch.
Could it be the lindworm juice affecting you?
I don't know. Let's not talk to old men anymore.
There's a demon inside of you that's calmed. There's a demon inside.
Right, so what's in this next room? I take a peep. I got a lantern.
Let's do the peep.
20.
Okay.
10 plus 10.
Alright, so
With a lantern.
you can see this sliver of light, kind of the way that light kind of curls
like
over
searchlight.
things as it moves through the objects in the room, which is a deserted and decimated grand hall.
like that's drawn on this board.
It doesn't look very
That's
grand.
perhaps drawn in this board. This is a terrible drawing. Please don't take a photo of this till I add things.
That looks like a cave.
Could all of
grand hall.
everyone want to grab their
Alright.
figures?
Oh, fuck here. Hold on.
Yep. You see what looks like piles of ice and ruined, decimated furniture and huge, large bodies of what can only be the dead corpses of frost giants and other giants alike.
Something about this place keeps me up. I'm gonna stealth.
Are the frost giants just like standing there frozen?
They seem to be like laying over the tables or strewn on the floor.
Okay, so they're dead.
Collapsed
They look
in chairs.
I whisper to the group, guys, remember how they said that the dwarf was sent here to kill frost giants that were left? And he never returned? Maybe he didn't succeed.
You're just thinking of this now?
Yeah. Well,
Only because he's watching me
no,
move pieces on the
maybe he
board.
didn't succeed killing them.
It's because he died.
I had sex with a giant once. They're not that bad.
In bed or in general?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hide. I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see.
Yes.
I'm more...
I stealth.
Do I see a half-orc?
No! Volley, let go.
Just looking for my friend. Got a, I didn't know I had that many points, so it's a lot of points. That's a, hold on. I need to calculate this. Yeah, 45.
To
Stealth.
stealth?
Yeah.
You are stealthy. You are the stealthiest of the stealthy. You blend into the mere frozen tapestries on the wall.
Alright.
The ice doesn't even crunch under your toes.
I will move further into this room.
Fantastic.
Searching with my searchlight.
I touched the shield rings.
Okay, I touched my shield ring too.
Oh, great. They're touching rings together now.
Just making direct eye contact.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, want me to shield you?
What's the range of light? I don't know.
Morgan.
Can I tap my belt?
You put it on.
Are you wearing it?
No, don't do that.
Let's tap my belt.
It's 20 bright
You're
from
gonna
the source,
find yourself like in a corner.
and then 10 dim. Right?
No, I'm hidden.
Because I
tap the belt again.
because right here.
Redo my stealth.
Yeah, you do.
Don't you have a belt of physical perfection on though?
Touch.
Oh, you're right. I do. I put that on now. So never mind. I can't use that belt anymore.
Yeah.
Who is not wearing a belt?
Who doesn't have a belt?
A belt?
Yeah, because I ended up crafting that.
I've still got the teleporting belt on, so I could probably wear another belt.
Yeah, does the are we considering the teleporting belt an actual slot now?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
slot.
because it's a
then
belt.
now, yeah. Then someone else can have the belt.
Hmm.
I don't know who else doesn't have a belt.
Who's not wearing a belt?
Do you really want to switch places with him?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, that would be a good way to get your touch spells in.
Yeah, but I mean, all he has to do is swing and he's already there.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is throw and you're already there.
Well, you can just keep like bouncing back.
Good luck.
It's up to you.
It's also good for teleport shenanigans.
Jumping off a cliff!
Takes the belt off. Nothing's happening! Shit!
Alright, so what's in this room besides corpses? Do I see a dwarf corpse?
Oh.
I see a half-orc.
22.
You do not see a dwarf or hobgoblin corpse, but you do see a door at the end of the tunnel that is not frozen and open and clearly moved because of the
Yeah, it's like a
in the ground
snow
movement and
So-
the scraping on the ground.
something here recently.
Fresh.
I stealthily.
I put on my glasses. See back an hour ago.
Interesting.
Do I see any?
Not-
Yeah, you're a dick. Whoever gave you that just completely made mine obsolete now.
So wait, you look an hour and
He can look 24 hours into the past with his glasses. It's like, thanks, whoever gave me the 1 hour. I gave him 24 hours.
I mean, that one's probably just a higher level.
Okay, so an hour, you see nothing.
Of course.
It's dusty and icy and cold. Griff, you with your overpowered goggles.
It's a monocle.
You see in the ceiling a breaking in a very Indiana Jones style, swooping down on a rope, a half-orc swings in.
That's not
He-
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, like Disney Indiana Jones opening.
No, the song I was singing.
Disney
Oh, him?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, his entrance as he falls through the ceiling.
Disney owns...
Okay, so there's some pretty weird references that we make. One of them was to the literal Indiana Jones stage show at Disney.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So he comes swinging in, and he's gruff and grizzled and has
And then he looks
bone
at the audience
decorations
and
on his
goes,
armor.
I'm here to get the sword!
He travels down the rope, which he ends up pulling down, and all that's left is this hole in the ceiling and a little bit of light shining through. He goes to that end door, pulls it open, and travels down into the darkness.
I guess we gotta find out who that guy... Well, you gotta tell us about it.
You should go that way.
Alright.
I stealthily move on the side.
I put mine on.
Move your figure, please.
Are we all going invisible? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Alright, I cast invisibility.
Sure, why not? We can all do it, and then we can see each other while we do it.
I will stride fully visible.
Oh, look, there's something there.
Which way are you going, Atlas?
So do you just, walk over the table?
You
with
fall in
the
the line?
corpses?
Oh, is that a table with corpses?
Alright, we're all following the line, the invisible people.
I'll avoid tables, I
I don't
guess.
know. Here, let me see if I have a
I'm
high
going
enough
whatever way
perception
that
to notice
door
you
is.
guys.
You can't see
Oh, yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could hear you.
Well, it's crunchy snow.
Draw some tables.
Okay.
Roll stealth. Who's behind me?
That's actually 1, 2, there's 3 of us invisible lines.
Just indicate them.
27?
Okay.
I got a
So,
I got a
do
31 on
two
my...
tables side by
Well, we got a
side
plus
with
20
some
to
bodies
our-
laying
yeah.
over them.
So 7
Yeah.
Plus your stealth.
What's your stealth?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be all the bodies, just some. Yeah, perfect.
Do you
And then a
add
door
dex?
at the very end.
Only retrieve, right?
Yay.
No,
Great.
you, oh, okay. Yeah, Dex.
You had dex?
You had dex.
40.
That's
29? Alright, so I hear you. Sneaking up behind.
33.
What did you get?
33.
Communicate by bluff.
It's
It's a really good bluff. It's a 39. You know what I'm doing.
I put away my oath bow and I take out my waka waka bow.
Oh.
It's only when he draws his street.
Waka 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 waka.
So, do you draw your bow?
No, I don't draw my bow.
You got your bow with like
He gets his bow out, but he doesn't.
No, the oath bow is the bow I recently got. The Waka Waka bow actually does 1d6 against dead and 1d8 against ghosts.
I would love his bow. The longer he waka-wakas it, the more damage it does.
I thought you got the bow of...
Oh, like 8 strength or whatever it was?
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
strength.
no, I couldn't use it.
I think he gave it to...
Because he has a +4 strength after getting a really good belt of strength.
Nah, plus...
I can barely get my strength high enough to use that bow at full rage.
I thought you had a +8 one.
No, he still can't use a +8 bow.
No.
Yeah.
So we're sneaking into the room right now? You're in front of me?
So basically, everybody here went invisible. Everybody here went invisible.
Except for me.
And
invisible,
I don't know about these three, and
I'm not invisible.
Havoc just walks straight.
I mean, we're the bait.
I follow Havoc.
As me and Atlas can just see you two being idiots. The invisible trainer.
Conga lining. It's got a hat and a whip.
Message. Use message. You see, listen.
I pull out one of my other knives and I...
How do you hear that one more fucking time?
I send a message to Victus. You see, we study our magic. And Griff just gets his magic. He doesn't have control over which spells he knows.
I'm gonna use ghost sound. I'm gonna emanate from like anywhere within the room. And I'm gonna have it like say, hello.
I'm gonna go sound back to him and say, hello.
Natural 20.
You don't need a natural 20! You of all people just don't need that!
19.
Alright, hold on.
Does half orc man get to make an initiative roll?
Yes, he would.
Are you Indiana Jones?
Yes, hold on.
Of course.
As soon as you said hello, the music cued.
We're making initiative rolls?
So we just did. Pay attention.
It's like a... What game was that?
Okay, Havoc?
18.
This is why you use
what is your...
Dex? +3.
Okay.
There's a game where like the music would turn on when
Zorro.
anybody ever noticed you.
12.
Victus.
19.
Atlas?
30.
Whoa, did he just beat you?
And that
Doctor?
day...
17.
Griff?
Well, who has the higher dex?
Yeah.
I've got a +5.
What?
Yeah.
And on that day, Griff swore revenge.
Volley?
20.
Name who I don't know yet.
Torian.
Torian?
16.
16. Okay, bear with me one moment while I put you guys in order. Oh god, I gotta do
Where's
this.
this music coming from?
Have I been seen yet?
You guys see me?
Did you just decide today's the day I take feats and just want to be first
Would
in
he have
everything?
seen us?
No, he's down the stairs.
But other things may be happening. Who knows?
So you don't know I'm there either.
We're a half orc in here. I sense a half orc.
They're after the grail!
The Grail!
The Holy Grail!
Cannot pass
Alright.
Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky.
Henry,
Are
can't
these
you
all...
see the pen? It's my
Mightier than the sword!
The umbrella.
Can I punch somebody and throw them off a cliff and yell, no ticket?
I mean, I actually do have a whip. That's the actor that I would have play my character, is Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford is like super old now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Young Harrison Ford.
Does it have it short?
That's true. Havoc is very short.
You need that Jason Statham.
Just imagine. It's just like...
He's just Crank.
Alright, so...
fucking take over this land.
real quick, I just want to make sure I have everyone. This is the order that you'll be going in. Atlas, Griff, Volley, Victus, Havoc, Morgrim, Doctor, Orc,
Torian.
It's like Toriel.
Zool.
Yep.
Excellent.
And then Morgrim.
No, Morgrim is after Havoc.
Sick in a corner.
That's why I asked you what your number was, because we rolled the same thing. Alright.
Maybe she's just so tired and puking.
Yeah, she is puking.
I puked twice. So the ghost...
I thought birds can't puke.
We can puke. In
They
fact,
just eat it back up. Is
that's
the
how we
difference.
feed our babies.
Yeah.
Wow, I am.
When they
no.
puke, they just face
No.
vertically, so it goes right back in.
No, never. I just knew if you fed birds Alka-Seltzer, they die. I just.
Alka-Seltzer is not like negative puke.
Just give it to us.
It's like the birds from Shrek.
Oh, the baseball bird.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Let's
Lay it
go
on the
some-
line. What's going on?
Are these
Alright.
What's up?
So,
What did Victus do? Tell us now.
with the echoing of ghosts, hello, reverberating through the Great Hall, ice kind of cracks, stalagmites and stalactites of ice shatter. Icicles.
Icicles.
I still don't know why it's not coming to me today. Fall and shatter to the ground, and 10 enormous frost elementals rise from what you perceive to be the dead corpse.
I say with Ghost Sound. Sorry.
Atlas! Go, my man.
We're all in a line. So are
Atlas
these,
is going to make a knowledge planes check to identify the qualities of these elementals.
You're assuming I know them.
Many? Planes, huh?
Planes.
You know this, Sam?
I kind of know this.
Okay.
Knowledge trains.
Should I look it up?
Knowledge
36?
These are ice elementals. They're vulnerable to fire.
Uh-huh.
They are
Yep.
immune to ice.
Yep.
Can I control their minds?
They have
Feel like
they've got elemental traits. I don't know what that means. I don't.
can control.
I don't know if you
their
can.
minds.
elemental traits?
I will look it up.
The dungeon, the monster manual is right next to you.
I have it.
Elemental traits is like a water
This is
elemental
really
being able to breathe underwater.
No?
Yeah, but
So ice would be resistant
That's
to
orange.
cold.
Stop it.
It looks
orange.
It looks red to me.
It's orange.
It looks red.
It's orange.
Would it be this
fire element, water.
This is red.
Yeah,
That's orange.
This is orange red.
blood orange.
That's what I'm saying.
Blood oranges are like blood red.
Be in the back. Subtype.
The
Good.
edgiest fruit of them all.
So what would that be under? What would I
Actually,
be
that'd
looking at
probably be
here?
the durian.
You would click the button that says elemental subtype.
Sure.
No, I mean like...
You son of a bitch!
What?
You hit my paper!
Did you give her just ripping it?
Get your damn elbows off my space! All you're doing is drawing a creepy looking dude!
I pulled this thing really
Elemental
hard.
traits.
It's your fault.
Elemental traits. Features and
It's your fault
subtypes.
for just going,
I didn't. I went like this. I give it back.
and then you just ripped it.
Look what you made me do.
Immunity to bleed, paralysis, sleep, and poison and
I
stunning.
have to recopy all of this.
Not subject to critical hits or flanking. Does not take precision-based damage.
Oopsie.
Proficient with natural weapons.
You son of a bitch.
I didn't pick it.
Yes.
Do not need to breathe, eat, or sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, you could affect their minds.
Where are they? Are they all the dots?
They are every red thing.
They're all
What
the
is,
dice.
they're labeled 1 through 10.
Damn it.
Well, I mean 1 through 6 and then 1 through 4. But different types die.
But so these are D12, so they can go above 6 if you want. So you
Oh,
can go to
cool.
7.
Make 7 and this one will be 8. There. So it's 1 through 8 and then 1 and 2 triangles. Just because.
So upset.
I only have so many dice here and I need to roll some.
Well, I'm not going to be very useful for this fight.
Okay, maybe this one can
So
be a
you
9.
caused the problem, and yet you're not very helpful. Is what
I can't make it.
Quiet.
What? I can make it 10. There you go. There.
You probably couldn't have.
Havoc, do you mind getting a little bit warm?
Go ahead.
Here
Yes,
we go.
I do. Alright, fire resist ring. Fireball me, bitch.
I'm going to cast a fireball, and I can get all those with a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to hit Havoc.
That's just like you need a selective fireball.
That happens no AC. It just straight damage.
So
they get to make a reflex save.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Wait, we have the flamethrower.
Gosh, their reflex is good.
I'll put some juice on this one.
Okay.
I can take it. I'm superstitious. I'm not superstitious. I can't rage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
8 plus 14.
He's not very
22.
25.
Oh boy.
DC to beat, 25.
I think I have a 22.
Okay.
It's okay. I've got 30 fire resist.
Oh no, you didn't.
It doesn't hit them.
They take half damage.
Yes,
And since they're vulnerable, they take full damage.
They take plus 50% of the damage that they take.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it 50%?
Plus 50%.
I thought it was double.
So it's the damage, half the damage, added on.
Yeah. So
if I take 6 damage, I take 9
percent.
damage.
I've got my calculator ready.
Okay.
Some 6s.
So
that's a lot of 6s.
Is the plus 50% added before or after they take half damage?
So they would take the half damage, right?
Yeah.
And they would add plus a quarter damage.
Okay.
Because it's half of the damage that they take added on.
It would be half of
So they take 75% of their damage.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
The math is weird for that, because it's like, do you apply the resistance first? Or do you...
Because they avoided the damage, then they took
the damage they took.
They would get a bonus.
Okay.
Right. So
I see what you mean.
Whatever your damage
I get it.
Opponent
Yep.
apply by 0.75.
Uh,
Are you going to give it to me with that half?
I'll do the math. So I just got 47. Half of 47 is 23, and then 50% of 23 added on would be 35. Yeah. So they take 35 damage. Then, watch out! The quick one!
I take full damage from that, which was
47.
47 minus 30 is just 17. Okay.
Here comes another one.
Here comes another fireball!
Yeah, here comes another one.
I'm sitting pretty at 130 hit points. I'm fine.
Is this another fireball?
Yeah.
You're going to have to roll again for for dodge.
With some more juice on it.
I'm going to try and dodge this one too. 18.
Can you put more juice on a quicken?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not an action to put juice on.
I'm right next to you, aren't I?
Did they succeed again?
You're right there.
I have to ask. I don't remember what it was.
I think you're
There's
just
more
outside.
juice. How much? What was the save again, Joe?
Right?
25?
25, yeah.
Okay, so it hits full.
Oh god, this could be a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
How about a little more?
That's 38 total, and then half of that is 18 plus 38. It'd be 19.
19 plus 38, which would put it at about a 57.
You're right.
I just take 38, which is just 8.
easy.
57, you say?
Wait, sorry.
Drop the...
Yep.
Drop the cap.
57 and 38 to...
Yep.
I took 8 damage.
Yeah.
Are they all dead? How are they doing?
I mean, that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage to 8 things, but 12 things. 8 things? 10 things.
Wait, what? You only took 8?
Yeah, because I have 30 fire resist from my ring.
Okay, so how
is
many
the 30
of those...
always? It just
does
doesn't
it-
disappear?
No,
How
it
many of
doesn't
those does it hit?
That's cool.
Oh,
All 10?
That's what fire resistance is.
Wait, does it hit
no, he's
any
out
of our...
He's out. Only Havoc was in the range.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was like a resistance
I
up to a certain
rolled
amount,
those
then once that was
anyways,
used
plus
up,
20.
then it was taking full damage.
Because that would be
Resist energy.
resist energy, and this is fire resistance, which is different.
It's probably just going to be like as a joke.
Resist,
just like,
resist
lightning
energy,
bolt.
fire,
Oh.
fire resistance are separate things.
Yeah.
Did I get him?
Okay. They melt and fizzle and look very upset.
Go, Griff, go!
These are frost elementals, after all. They shout out in Aguan, is what they're
Hey, I speak that.
I speak that.
I
Aquan?
speak that, yeah.
Okay. In anguish and anger, and go, say something along the lines of, disturbing the dead, how dare you? Something like that.
Elementals don't feel pain. I know I'm one of them.
true.
The only pain I feel is love.
You're an embarrassment.
Who's next?
Griff.
I'm gonna do a flame strike.
Bring fire.
Just like, this is literally, Havoc is literally doing this is fun.
Only half of the flame
The
strike
world
damage
is
is fire.
exploding
Right?
around
Yeah.
him, and he's just sitting there being like,
So it's only a 10-foot radius,
Okay. So who do you pick?
40 feet high.
who took the flamethrower?
So probably,
Pick a table?
And the flamethrower, some
if I did
people.
a 10-foot radius, would I be able to hit all 4 of these?
You'd hit all 4 of those, yeah.
Well,
If
so
you do it there,
radius.
you can hit all 4 of those and that guy.
Yeah, a radius include you pick a corner spot, and then it's 10 feet away.
Okay, I'll do that.
So these 5.
So 5
So
clumps?
8, 1, 2, 3, and 7.
You say a 10-foot radius?
I'm just times it by the number. Too many.
Radius. I was thinking cones.
Alright, that's a lot of dice.
Which of those dice are fire dice, and which of them are not fire dice?
Because it matters!
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be half.
I don't know. You just don't.
Read the features, just half and half.
I
No,
think
it does. It just splits it half and half. Okay.
Yeah, so I think he rolls the dice.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And then half of that will be fire damage, so he's adding plus a quarter
Their
damage.
save would be...
Okay. Plus
And
a
if they
quarter
save,
damage.
then it'd be 8.
Oh gosh. Why'd we do this?
We can do it right here. We have the calculator.
I have mine. Yeah, that's what I'm doing it back here.
It's not that hard.
23? 22 or 22?
That's for my reflex to beat?
Yeah.
Alright, 22 or 23, you say?
22. Okay. 5 plus 7.
I'm good.
13.
13 plus 10.
I got 30.
That's 23.
30.
I take half.
I will take...
That's a lot, though. It's a lot for half.
I've seen a lot of 6s.
Good job, everyone. Real team effort.
Satan.
Yeah, there's some devil in these dice.
Is he hitting everyone? I didn't know.
No.
No, just these 4 guys.
5. Okay, it's 12. That's 12.
4, 29,
10, 20, 30, 40.
59.
What is wrong with you?
I can't do math, you know that.
No, that noise.
No, the noise coming out of me!
That's 24. That's 5.
trying to
That's
speak to
29.
me, man.
And then 30, 40,
Your stomach speaks to me.
50, 60, 69.
69?
Oh, shit! Oh, sex number!
No, that's not actually how much damage they take.
They take half.
And then...
Well, but then the
So
fire
that's
does
34.
more, I guess?
And then...
So they're taking half of that because they
Yeah.
saved.
So
right?
that's 34.
That's
So
34.
And then plus
Half of 34 is 15, 16.
17.
17,
No,
right, 17.
17,
.74.
yeah.
Half of 17
So
is divided by
half of
2.
that would be just 8.
Yep.
So 8
8.
plus whatever the
8
original
plus
number
34?
was 34.
So 8
42.
plus...
38.25.
No, it'd be 42.
That's just the fire damage?
That's...
It's 34 plus 8. That's right.
So it'd be 42.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so 30...
I'm paying attention.
42.
What do you mean?
I beat the calculator!
Isn't it
Fuck yeah!
1/8? No?
What?
That's right.
So they take
42 damage,
so they take half of divine,
which is 35, or
and then
34.
half
Yes.
fire, half of fire,
Which
but
brought it down to
plus
8.
fire,
Yeah.
No, 50% fire.
50% more fire.
Which would have just been 8. So. 42.
Sure, you guys figured it out. They take 42
That's
damage.
A
still
lot.
a lot.
Havoc doesn't take any.
That's
damage.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
You were just saying that you needed to recopy your...
I don't want to recopy because it's so much work.
Volley!
Torn character sheets.
Can I tell how damaged they are? Like, are they on the brink?
Are they just...
Very interestingly,
They turn into water elementals. They made the problem worse.
the four
Lightning time!
the 4 that have been crispified by Griff calling out justice and lightning, 5, seem to almost like melt into puddles, and their side brethren turn to them and shoot some ice into them, and they reform. So it's hard to tell, almost as though they're sharing
A pool of hit points.
energy.
Shared.
Let's just say a pool of energy. Making Morgan's life a little easier with numbers.
This is your fault.
Whose turn is it now?
Volleys.
Blast them, volley, blast them!
Volley, that means you can shoot one guy really hard and it'll hurt all of them.
I can just use my spell perfection right now and do 22d6 worth of fire damage.
Blast them!
That seems fine.
Just do something.
Alright, we'll do that. So 3, 6, 9, 12,
Good thing we're
15,
fighting.
18. I need 3 more d6s.
Here you
No,
go.
4 more d6s.
Good thing we're
One
fighting
more.
things that are weak to the most powerful spells.
It's a good thing we're all
It's weak.
good at this. My hand's not big enough for this.
Awakened. Fire is weak.
Truly. Fire is effective.
It's the Imperial Guard shooting phase. That's a little Warhammer joke.
Figure it out yet or no? Okay.
I don't know
What meta magics
magics
are you applying to it?
Describe
Perfection.
What meta magics are you applying to it?
Empowered.
Which is 50%,
Yeah. And
More
then I have
damage.
Intensify as well.
which is all the damage. Wait. What does that one do?
Good question. What does that one do?
It's the same thing as Empowered, but it's more.
Ooh.
So instead of it being +6, it would be plus.
Oh, that must just be my tonight. Don't worry about that.
I did the math out earlier and just wrote 22d6.
You can roll.
It's because I'm casting it in a higher slot and then
Increase
increasing
the
that
maximum
by.
damage dice by 5 levels. So that's 15 dice.
Yeah, and then the other one, which is increased by half, which is 7.
Hearing a lot of noise.
7 plus 15 is 22.
What's the one that increases? What's the name of that spell?
That one is
probably gonna
Empower,
be bonus
which that's
points.
just a Magus feat that I can throw onto anything at any time. But I can only do it once a day.
So you don't have to worry about the level increase?
No, because he has spell perfection.
Yep.
Which he chose fireball for his.
Yeah. Good God.
And that's going to hit me too, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. I've got.
But technically my Fireball is considered a selective spell, so I could just say he's fine.
Yeah, just don't.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I'm just fucking weird. Yeah, that's going to hit him.
I'm still going to survive.
I still have a
Somebody
selective
heal him.
Fireball.
I could still technically survive that even if I didn't have
Heal
spell.
that
No, you're
man.
fine.
That'll be my turn.
Oh, let me try and dodge as much as I can.
Yeah.
What's your save?
It would be a... Well, it's 5 slots higher, so what is...
Natural 20.
I think it's saved.
It's like a 26, 27? Somewhere right there.
All right.
Because I got 26. So I rolled an 18 plus 8.
I don't think you're going to make it.
Well, check.
No,
Because
it's either 26 or 27.
And if I meet it, I pass.
It's a 26 or 27. If 26 is your...
So if it's 26, I pass. If it's 27, I fail.
Okay, so we'll just
So
say
it's
you pass.
important to
We'll
know.
just say you pass.
Look it up.
Look at your thing.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, if it's 5 levels above what my current level is that I'm casting, it's a 4th level, so it's a 9th level.
No, that's not how it works.
No?
No.
Then you're fine.
Okay.
This is using up a 3rd level. It's counting as a 3rd level DC.
Interesting.
Yeah, because the only meta magic that you can put on a spell to make it use higher DCs is heighten, which is different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Different
81 damage.
Or you know.
Alright, and half of that
Is 40, and then
Minus.
double that because of 20, so 60 damage.
And you don't take any damage, Sans.
No, I take 10.
He
I
takes
think
a
you
And you hit
minus
all
30.
of them?
I
Yeah.
minus 30.
Okay.
He half of 81 is 40.
Oh, I thought he did 60.
Dice do. I
He did 60 to
81.
vulnerable
Oh.
creatures.
Whose dice did I borrow?
I borrowed the off weight is mine.
Around yours.
See? It fits into my little powder.
How
Alrighty.
much did you do? Take? Oh, yeah,
I
you
took
went
10.
on 10, yeah.
So,
Man.
You can fireball me all day. I'm loving it. I'm finally warm.
I feel something.
and he's got all these like melty, sad-looking frost elementals around him. Alright, leading to victims.
Are they still alive?
Yeah, they're like
Okay, I quicken
outside.
another fireball,
Okay.
but that one's less. Fuck! I thought it would kill him.
Quick one.
This is just like the most.
Fireball!
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
What?
No, hang on. You've got spell perfection.
Yes.
So long as you know the feat quicken. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a Magus one as well, but I can only do it once per day.
I still got
I can
reflex
select
for
a spell
this.
as if it was like...
Oh, shit. Can I reroll that? Thanks.
This is just 10
Ah,
dice.
can I reroll that? Actually,
What?
I don't really need
How many
to.
dice did you roll?
Yeah, you'll probably.
I thought I had 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's a lot of ones this time.
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
What do I have to be?
20. That was just a 20 safe.
Ha! We're good. Sorry. Voting for the ice guys over here. Bad.
28.
28? Cool.
And then half is 14 plus 7, so 21.
21 for me?
Like
21 damage.
Alright, all 10?
Huh?
Yes.
All
That was,
10.
that was all the damage in total that they have to take because they're saved.
Okay. Alright. Are you sure you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright.
That was the only quicken I can do.
Victus. You look...
They had a lot of health. Holy.
There are ice cubes with faces drawn on them at this point.
the little puddles of anger looking at you.
I'm not going to do much damage to these, but I might as well do something. I'll do a full attack against this one that's right next to me.
Okay.
Number 6.
6 it is.
Alright, we'll do decreasing in color.
What does that even mean?
As in, the ones that are the darkest are my first attacks.
Okay.
Down to the lightest attacks, which are...
I got it. Move that paper towel roll, though. Thank you. No cheating.
Yeah, move that table top.
Listeners, we eat at the table.
Causes us a lot of problems recording.
Yeah. I'm in time. Well, I hope these guys have low ACs.
I am impressed that, they just withstand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basically fireball spells.
I think that she's only subtracting 40 one time rather than multiple
40
times.
10.
I've been timesing it, but I also gave him a little extra for love.
That's fine. Okay, so this is... I've already got this pre-calculated. 35. This is 35 hit.
This one spills more. AC? Yeah, 30? Yep.
Okay, when that hits, even though they don't take precision damage, do I have a successfully stealth attack?
You wouldn't get your bonus damage because sneak attacks was included in the thing that it says they don't take bonus damage.
I thought it said they don't take precision damage.
Yes, including sneak attacks.
No, he's trying to get his bonus from like the.
Yeah. Do I sneak attack him? Even if
I think the answer is no.
No.
Yeah, because they can't be crit.
I have to have been able to. Hit
You have to have been able to hurt him with it. Yeah. Because like the idea behind like you getting a bonus is like, oh, he's writhing in agony because you got him. And
okay.
He's just ice.
35 hits.
It does indeed.
31? Hold on. 8 plus 17. 25. There are 2 25s.
Doing
That
that.
hits.
2 25s?
Yes.
25 hits.
I'm aware. I'm adding it. Plus.
Why are you adding it?
Adding it. This is me hitting their AC.
Oh, this isn't damage?
No.
Sorry, yes.
That hits? Okay.
Yes, sorry. My bad. I was all ready to just add it.
15.
No, my AC is 24.
Oh.
Don't tell him that.
Why?
Oh, look at that. I got a 24.
27. 27 hits. And then that's a 13. So it doesn't hit. So, 2 attacks miss.
Right. Roll the damage already.
Alright. I hit. That is... Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I hit twice with my D6 dagger, and I hit twice with my D4.
D6 dagger?
Yeah, because it turns into a elven...
Yeah, the Elven Warblade or whatever.
Yeah, it's elven warblade.
So just
Are you proficient with that?
Yeah.
Because he's an elf.
I took a feat in exotic weapons.
Oh, well, you only need a feat in martial weapons to do that because of your...
No, it's exotic.
It's exotic, but you're an elf.
So it's not really
So for
exotic
you, it's,
to you.
it's martial for you.
Because I had just taken a feat in martial weapons and been able to use it.
I think so. Unless the Elfin Blade says something else. I don't know what book it's in.
Because that way I could use the longsword as well. You know, if these were sneak attacks, this would be a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
But it's not. So this is just exotic. 6 plus 6. It's 12.
Well, actually, you probably traded away from weapon familiarity with your magic. Because you changed your racial traits.
Yeah, I changed.
You probably changed away from
We'll check it out later. 14. That hit plus 13. Alright, I'll math it out for you.
I'm calculating it as you yell it at me.
Plus 9 plus 11.
47?
47.
Alright. In agreement?
Sure. Victus kind of droops and he's like, normally when I do that, they die.
Very close. They look very put out. Havoc.
Havoc. Fuck him up. Punch something.
Do your flame circle. Yeah.
Hang on. I don't think my cloak is flaming. But I can make myself flaming. Alright, I will turn on my ring. Hot fire. That's kind of neat. If they're alive to attack me,
I'll give you a piece of
fire
cheese.
damage.
How about that?
Great. I can't get big.
Unless Morgrim casts get big on you.
Enlarged person.
Mm-hmm.
I will attack 9, I guess.
Yeah,
oh no, I'll attack 10 because I'm flanking,
Right
technically.
Flanking doesn't...
That's right, they don't get flanked. Doesn't matter. Alright. So, here comes, some hopefully... And crits don't matter either, because they can't get crit. Crap.
Elementals suck.
Man, fuck elementals.
Fuck elementals.
Yeah,
With that
I'm just
elemental.
gonna sword the shit out of, number 9 there.
Okay.
So...
Poor number 9. What do you ever do to you?
40.
That hits?
26.
Nope. No, yes, it hits. Sorry.
And then 19 plus 8 is 27.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 hits. Yay.
This could be it, boys. Not looking good for the bad guys.
Oh no, Havoc got an ice elemental curse. You take 200 ice damage. You're vulnerable.
Do these have... No, I'm not. I'm raging, so Mage Hunter doesn't matter. So 8 plus 12 is 20. 5 plus 12 is 17. And 7 plus 12 is 19.
Oh, are you doing 2d4s because you're double-handing it?
It's a falchion. I have to double hand it.
Alright, so...
I thought you were using your other sword.
Wait. 19 plus...
It was 20 plus 19 plus... I don't know. Something lower than that. Oh wait. I just moved them. So the grand total would be 8, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, plus 12 times 3 is 36. So 56 is the total damage spread over 3 attacks.
Okay.
They've got crazy damage resistance.
You kill him by 1 point.
Ooh. Wow.
Very exciting.
Who knew? It only took a lot of firepower.
I know.
A random knife
That victory was not mine.
Bro, it stabbed him.
Would you like to describe it?
It's just like a gut shot.
I imagine that at that point they were little ice cubes, right? And I just did a diced one. I just like crushed it with the flat of my blade. Just like enough of that. You go back in your ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the crushing of the ice, a windy howl escapes the little ice
into
cubes.
a blender and make a smoothie.
And drink it.
Macabus goes to swing his sword and they disappear. Oh.
Fireball! Morgan had to go first, but yeah. So they scream out in agony, almost as though they're calling someone. Roll for perception. It won't take much to hear their screams of death.
So I got an 11, and then
It will say
Yeah,
perception. It'll say perception in there.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
plus 20, so that's a 21.
Nice.
Fantastic. You hear their cries of pain and distress from above you.
Okay.
Were they your friends?
Huh?
What?
We'll find out.
Well,
Stuff
imagining
back in the corner again.
I just like to think that all the guys that are invisible just went at the center fireball. Like ice elementals, we all like look at each other. Really?
So this all happened within 6 seconds. I imagine Zul's just standing in the background, just, you see all these ice elementals come up and just...
Just repeated explosions coming from this one location.
Zul's like, whoa.
Havoc's in the middle of it. I can feel it!
It's just like a silhouette just like exalting in the flames.
He's doing the praise the sun thing.
And then it ends and he just looks down and there's a little ice cube. Okay.
Okay,
Should have got that fire resistance.
I'm going to say that I'm keeping you in initiative, but you can talk and act out of it. Like you can I say that? Like to move around and do things?
I thought you used
but we'll stay in initiative. Does that work? Can I make that call?
Keep the same initiative.
Okay, I'm keeping the initiative, but I'm saying that you can now move around and examine the little puddles of sad, icy
I'm going to use your
bodies.
Do I see? Was there anything that was like floating inside of them that might have been?
Ooh, like treasure.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a list.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Guys, if I had any cheese, I'd give it to you.
Okay. You see, a multitude of random items in the
My hair is all
puddles.
singed.
Worried
Covered in
about
soot.
worried about further ice elementals suddenly appearing. I'm going to prepare advantage.
Okay, fantastic. I will go through these items later. I will say that you collect them, and we'll talk about them momentarily.
I don't know what the hand signal for advantage should be. Like a somatic.
Cover your eyes. They can't see me.
Yeah, technically our invisibility's gone because we cast some fireballs.
Yeah.
Can I have
It was all three of us just like, hello, hello, hello.
I'm invisible, so.
Yeah, you got a cheater.
Can I have
We just see you
another
now.
perception roll from the people above ground?
You
Have
see
it.
it.
20.
20.
Still 21.
19.
19.
21.
Victor's 21.
No.
Okay. Doctor.
5.
Purposely fail.
I have cataract.
You are not above ground. 8? You got an 8? 25. Okay. Jeez, the doctor and his eyesight. So, those of you with a 20 or above, I think that was
Sure.
2 of you on the side and 2 of you on the side, are able to see now that there are scratchings in the far wall around the door saying, do not raise the dead, leave the dead alone, preserve the unburied, preserve the buried, etc., etc. And they seem to be scratched into the wall with makeshift tools and such.
Let's go raise someone from the dead.
I think that's kind of what
Can any of you read Orcish?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, some of it is in Common, most of it is in Orcish.
What do
Gosh, is Orcish a language? Can I say
Yes.
that? Fantastic. I was just going to go with it.
Who's going to be upset? The orcs?
Yeah, since when have we cared about the opinions of the orcs? Fuck the orcs.
Except that one time.
Especially half of them.
Oh my
The only thing worse than orcs are half orcs.
Oh, I hate mud.
They can't even commit to being orcs.
You might pay for that.
Would
Mixed
you
race
like
beings
to
make me sick.
look for the source of the noise? Do you want them to come to you? What's your plan here?
You just heard several whooping fire blasts.
Yeah.
And one guy going, yeah!
That's some weird racial
Choose to wait.
I think my character is kind of smarter than the rest of his kind, so I think he's going to wait it out and see what
Smarter
happens.
than the average.
Smarter than the average half orc.
Okay.
Half orcs aren't that smart. Dumb.
It's not going well.
Whoa.
Either. Sure you're not an orc?
Because half
Man,
orcs.
geez, these elves and their racism.
Right? For real.
What? It runs in our blood. No, it doesn't.
Good thing I'm not half orc.
I'm just going to go with racism over here, Victus.
Whoa.
You're the worst of all.
You sold a guy for a bag.
I don't know if that's racism. That could just be, imperialist.
To be fair, he wanted to go that way.
That's what they all say.
Morgrim will be pecking at a reflection.
Can I continue on?
So wait, did we find something, or did we not?
Yeah, let's go through this this doorway.
These puddle? No, I thought the puddles had something.
Well,
Yeah,
I
grab
said
that
that you
stuff.
found a bunch of items, and we'll go through it at
That's
the
what I
end.
was going to reveal at the end.
Because I ain't going to waste time with that now.
Gotcha.
We're
To the
getting
door!
long enough.
We need to unsubscribe our...
Oh, I've been asking if I found a half orc all day.
What happened then?
I go through the doorway.
I
Stealthily.
Excellent.
Me too. Hopefully.
It's a spiral staircase, just like the tower, leading you down
Should ride it
into
again.
a darker room.
Iron shield.
This brings you into the catacombs where the dead sleep.
The catacombs.
The big more elementals coming up.
What? Elementals just come out of the wall.
You can only cast fireball like 10, 20 more times today.
Are you gonna erase that?
No, I'm going to add to it. Just because I was lazy.
Find a similar room,
just
with dead bodies.
It's the same room. It's the same.
But
It's like that one cave that World of Warcraft face.
it's just now filled with the bodies
of stone.
Yeah.
You get it,
If you hadn't
etc. I can't reach.
bumped it up after you caught it, you would have caught it.
So we're in a spiral staircase.
Yeah,
with, like,
maybe.
notch
What happened?
catacombs on the side.
I just heard some, like...
He dropped
Yeah,
his
so
phone.
like this is like
He then jammed it
Here's
to
my
between
dead
his
bodies.
hand, catching it, and then flipped it up in the air. And it fell.
Good work.
And then I grabbed
It
his
was
foot.
quite impressive. Yeah, then he grabbed my foot out of the air.
okay. So this is clearly an old fortress back from when the Cloud Giants resided here. And these are their catacombs and tombs. Huge, massive things. Along with... Do I want any of the hobgoblin food? Maybe down here. Good question. No, I'd say that it's
Untouched.
It's untouched, pristine,
One might say immaculate.
immaculate.
Answer that question.
Except that there's no dust, no buildup. The floors have almost been walked many, many times. Though there is no sign of life. Get it? Haha.
With bluff,
Catacombs.
See, like that one dude
I
with like a little
signal to-
Zamboni cleaning the floors. It's a skull.
Using bluff, I silently communicate to my invisible friend behind me, who's like currently got his hand down my pants, just letting me know. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like a 23. I think so. Staying here, maintaining the place.
Doesn't look dusty at all.
No, she
She
just
said
said
the
it
exact
was.
opposite. Okay.
I won't fault you for not listening to me. For now.
I fault him.
I mean, I'd probably go down after them, even though I don't see them go down. I just assume I'd just go down.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say I'm following him.
Yeah, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Stumbles McGee's phone.
Morgrim
gotta be
will
quick.
catalog the items that we've gotten from the bodies and like shine and polish them.
They're immaculate. They don't.
They're, I don't know.
I move
She likes shiny
I'll
things.
stealth at full speed down the stairs.
Sure.
I'll make sure to stumble and roll down the stairs.
You
at
sure
full
you don't want to
So
take
are
the...
the stairs like
Oh, Liam.
speed. Okay.
Here.
Fine.
You sure it didn't get your leg? Okay.
He spat out just a little bit.
Quite a bit.
How far down are these stairs?
I would say if it was a lighthouse...
They're giant stairs, so we have to jump each one.
Are those stairs signified by the corkscrew that's drawn there?
No, that's the old one. That's
the original
That's a
one.
side
That we went
view.
down.
This is where you're going to now. This was the big
that's
hall.
like a
We're
side
in the
view.
penis now.
Yeah.
Hey.
So are these
That's the
are
bladder.
these like dead people?
Yeah,
right
see the
next to
dead
wall?
eyes on
They're like
them?
sarcophagus.
Yeah, and
sarcophagus.
God damn it, they have X's on them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like right, like we're on the stair. They're like right here.
So they're along the walls, kind of bunk beddy, where they're all...
So there's like a landing, and then catacombs.
We've dealt with undead before. Just send the paladin, and we didn't have to do anything.
If the dwarf is here, he's probably not buried in one of these sarcophagi. If the dwarf is buried here, he's probably not buried behind the bottom. Oh yeah, but he's not in a place. He's not going to be in a
He got crushed by the rolling boulder.
He's probably been killed by whoever's maintaining this place. What? I am.
What are you whispering?
We're doing this in...
Because we're up front. In front.
We're sneaking, but we're bluffing each other.
I don't know how to bluff, so I'm whispering. I never told a lie.
Right. That's a pretty good sneak.
A lot.
Is that a 45? It's a 45.
Tell me the numbers and I'll tell you what you got.
45.
45.
Thanks, Doug.
So do we just kind of
Yeah, and I've still got a vanish prepared.
Atlas will cast invisibility.
Wally casts invisibility when he sees that.
Oh my goodness.
That worked pretty well last time.
I think it was fun.
Dr. Hippocampus goes walking down the stairs and pops cherry in his mouth from his sword.
Oh yeah, he's got the weird little cherry thing from the sword.
And it gives him what?
Necrotic resistance.
I knew that. Yes, excellent.
Fucking eating yourself. You don't know where that cherry's been.
It's at my side the whole time.
In his pants.
Alright.
Are we at the bottom yet?
Yeah, I'm going down the stairs.
I feel like I've been lightly cooked.
Yeah, sorry, I said
smell
that you
like
reach to the
popcorn.
bottom and you see
Oh, okay.
this catacomb.
So I'm making my way
and all the
into
bodies.
the
That's what I said. It's just
There he
Excellent.
is.
I thought we were going downstairs.
Please,
Oh, we're
please
here.
move yourself into the catacombs.
Here we go.
Morgrim is
Can we do the lineup again, guys?
upstairs.
Yeah, we're lining
Hold
up.
on, let's do the lineup again. Here we go.
The conga line.
Here we go. Conga line.
The stuff
For the invisible people.
Visible people can be in the separate line. They don't really know what's happening.
The red line is unloading and loading.
Atlas is flying.
Oh, I don't. You're just hovering.
Just hovering behind us. Wouldn't that make you the most stealthy?
Yes. That's why he's doing it.
That wind is always. We can always feel it. Is the problem?
Though your stealth, yeah, because your stealth stuff has to be higher. You're just getting a flat 20.
Yeah, it's just 20.
Technically, I'm still more stealthy than you because I have a flat 28.
He's placing his feet in such a way that it creates sound that cancels out the sound.
Yeah.
So basically,
You know,
right now we're
sound
in line, and all I
canceling.
see is his Atlas ass in front of me floating. God damn it, Atlas!
The area around Victus is actively quieter than the areas he's not near.
Yeah, I turned my stubbers on.
So what do we see?
So you see the immaculate, pristine, cleaned catacombs where clearly the dead cloud giants' bodies reside. It seems to be well worn, well walked, and filled with so many bodies as though even before the war, many of the cloud giants had been decimated before the last battle.
Or interned here.
Yes. Or entombed here?
Entombed, interred. They all mean buried.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do they look like they got treasure on them?
Alice, give him a good push.
I'm probably not going to steal from the bodies. I'm just going to continue moving forward.
Hey, you need some healing, Havoc?
I feel like
Out of how much do you feel?
if I could do like 50 above 100%, I would need like maybe not quite that much.
You know what? Let me just cast Cure Serious Wounds on you. Actually, no.
I'm down
excessive.
30. I'm down like 35.
Let me just put on 46. Can I have 3 more d6?
Someone buy him dice.
No, there's
He
a
could
big
just
thing,
ask to take dice out of my dice bucket.
which I forgot to do. So that's 7. That's 5. That's 12. Yeah.
All right, that's probably good.
I can do that 9 more times. So.
Plus 15.
Plus 15.
No. This is my fervor.
Oh.
It's just 4d6. But I can do that 9 more times.
That's an area effect.
That's
I can
channel
use touch.
divinity. Fervor is half a channel divinity for him.
Oh.
Yep.
I'll take another.
Pump him
Thank
full.
you, sir. I'll have another.
7, 6, 15.
Rolling out of 50% today.
That's probably good enough.
Dr. Hippocampus comes up ready to cast a spell. Zul just walks up and does it before I get there. Oh, whatever.
It's okay, you're not that type of paladin.
It's not paladin.
You're giggling from the center of the room.
I mean, you're not invisible yet.
No, I'm still
All right, well, let's look.
I'm crawling.
Oh my goodness.
So, hold on. Let's get this correct here. So, you got his ass.
No, I'll be looking over.
Conga line.
Well, let's look for dwarves. I check for dwarves.
Okay.
Check for traps. Such a specific thing.
26 to find dwarf.
Do we find a half orc?
No dwarves, lots of cloud giant bodies, some frost giant bodies as well, those that clearly were of higher esteem. They don't seem to be buried with items of jewelry or gold, almost as though they become part of the clouds or the frost when they die.
That's why they're buried underground.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna make my way towards whatever this thing is.
That's the door from the previous room.
Maybe this is like punishment for the cloud giants that didn't do so well. They're buried
what's
underground
at the,
away
what's
from
at
the
the end
sky.
of the room? Is there any way that... Because we know the dwarf came down.
Oh, okay. At the end of the room, there seems to be a makeshift home.
I make my way towards the makeshift home. So,
We don't know that a dwarf came down here.
No, we saw a half
that's why
orc.
we were following that the whole point.
No, because you can only look 24 hours in the past.
No, he used his magic.
When he was doing his, I follow the echoes of the footsteps of the dwarf thing.
Oh.
Alright, well.
Oh, is this his little encampment?
Yeah, this is like a tent.
I like it.
It's a large slug.
Conga line continues forward.
Yeah, it's stealth up. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna like peek around, see if I notice anybody.
I've got my lantern out.
So he's just
right over here.
Behold the barbarian.
Yeah, Dr. Epicampus and Havoc are just like clumping our way with.
Okay, so I don't need you to roll perception.
Yeah, because I see everything.
Yeah. I will make a note though. This one cannot see in the dark.
Okay.
He has a lantern. The rest of them, they can see in the dark? No, this one can't.
Yes, I can see perfect.
Okay, but this one and this one.
He can see magic, so.
You can see magic? Well, I don't know if you're magic. But just in case you're...
Are you magic?
Stealthiness and
I'm just
tacticalness want that kind of information.
As long as,
So you're blind
as
too?
long as there's any source of light, which even if he's right there, it's considered low light.
Yes, but if something were to happen to that light...
It's the thing that's ever burning.
The ever-burning flame
goes out. So scary.
Man, that would be a real power play of like if we introduce a really powerful dude and there's like an ever-burning torch next to him. Usually
puts it out.
And you're like, oh fuck, get it out.
I sniff the air to smell if I smell anything different than just us and regular dead bodies.
Yes. In addition to dead bodies, you smell oil for taking care of your armor. You smell cooked rabbit. Arctic rabbit.
This is like the best day of your life. You can get a giant-sized bone to take home to the kids.
That's gonna be really rotted though.
Oh my goodness.
More flavor. It's like wine. It just gets better with age.
Is fermented bone necessarily something that dogs...
I still have that femur.
Oh, no.
You know, I still have that femur from a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Never took it
The
out of
femur
that.
from that elf that betrayed me that one time. What?
Alright, then I stealth up further.
Okay. Please move your dude or
Keep stealth.
dudette.
Invisible conga line.
Until I notice something, I'm gonna get... Alright, I'll get to like here.
Okay. Perfect.
We lost Griff. Put Griff back in the line.
So you've reached the part where there's no more buried bodies, but empty caskets. And you notice they are also well cleaned, well dusted, empty, and there seems to be like storage items placed inside them. Barrels of unmarked objects, dried meats, etc.
Okay.
Almost as though someone has been living here for quite some time.
And I'm assuming the place inside. I don't see anybody.
Not yet, apparently.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Perception.
As the front of this conga line.
Perception. You hear the clumping of Dr. Hippocampus and Havoc behind you.
Yeah, seriously.
38. Do I see...
What's your, let's see, what's your,
He would...
I don't know
stealth
if he's got that kind of stealth.
Yeah, but, just give me a stealth roll.
Unless you don't want to hide.
Do you want to hide?
No, I'm not trying to hide, I don't think. I would imagine.
Choose your entrance wisely.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
I imagine
copyright.
that I've just stepped out of the tent now. I was in the tent, and I'm looking at you all, and I just yell out.
You would only see them.
Yeah. These three are invisible, and this guy is stealthed. Unless you get a 46.
I mean, you are laying
perception.
flat on the ground.
The whole time, man.
I feel like you take some circumstantial penalties for being in the middle of a room with no cover.
I'm flat on the ground. That's not really
It's
stealthy.
a clean, open room.
If I lay on the ground,
It's really dark.
I'll lay
Listen,
out there.
there's
in the
some
dark.
things we let you get away with being stealthy, but come on, you're laying in the middle of the floor.
Cast Vanish.
Alright, that makes more sense.
Cool, now I'm at a...
What's 45 plus 20?
65. I don't...
I'm at 65 on stealth. Do I see this half-orc man?
You can see in the dark, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's right in the open. His tent's parked at the end of this catacomb. You see a very large,
Where'd you park your tent?
gruff-looking half-orc.
Okay.
Do you
Actually,
speak orc?
Describe yourself. It's your character,
Yeah.
right?
So
Give yourself an entrance.
yeah, so
Let's read right from the book.
so my name is Tori, and I'm a half orc. Essentially, what happened to me.
Hi, Tori.
Hi. What happened to me is I was part of a tribe everyone was killed by the undead, by a necromancer actually. And so I'm the I'm the only one left, and I've devoted the rest of my life to cleaning the world of the undead, which is why I've come down to these catacombs and why I've been living here to make sure that no one disturbs them.
To clean
Yeah.
And mind you, we got all of this
Cleanse
just from looking at him.
I see that you fight the undead.
Show him the picture of what you look like, because that might change people's opinions.
So, yeah, he doesn't tell you this,
But that's just for the audiences.
Alright, I'm gonna use ghost sound,
That's me.
but I'm gonna throw my voice to come from his...
see them.
Yeah.
From, like, over here. So, throw him off my shoulder. We're all over there doing the cut. And with my ghostly voice, it just sounds like my voice.
Yep.
Which I speak with the sound of 15 times 4. Yeah. That's a lot. That's 60. Come on, man. 60 lions. No, I don't do that loud. Of just
3 lions.
I'm just like a normal human voice speaking.
1 lion.
Elven voice. And I say, "Good afternoon, friend. We mean you no harm. We are simply looking for a dwarven companion."
Do you speak... What language are you speaking?
Orcish.
You know ogres?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I learned
25 points in linguistics will do that for me.
I'll leave 13. Wait. Common, Elvish, Celestial, Gnomish, Goblin, Sylvan, Draconic, Tengu, Draconic.
Have you put some
Draconic twice?
No, it's Dwarven.
Let's just kill him. Halfling.
It's an orc.
Inferno. Okay, I cast...
We've had this conversation.
I cast Comprehend Languages on myself.
Thank you.
And then I speak that to him.
You can't. When you cast comprehend language, you can't speak.
You can't speak it. You can just only understand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I say it in common.
He's exhausted all attempts at orcish.
What's the point of being stealthy?
Well, he's not talking. He's still sounding.
Alright, go sound.
Yeah.
So it
that's what
sounds
gave it away last
time. It sounds as if the voice is coming from like right there.
Okay. So obviously I'm a little confused, but I see them all the way down there, and I guess I would just talk right through you guys to them, if that's what I'm guessing. And I say, I mean you no harm unless you want to, unless your companion is dead, and you are either going to revive him.
This is exactly what I'm going to do. Question.
Yeah.
What language do you speak? Just have one listener. Don't kill him.
Yeah, so Abyssal, Common, Draconic, and Orc.
So you just like spewed out all 4 of these languages?
Agretus and Abyss.
He did it in common, so I was speaking common back because I heard it from here, so I was just talking to the people that I saw.
He thinks ghosts are around bluff. I say to you, we simply want to recover his body for his father.
And I say, you will take no bodies out of here.